What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Swindler's Den presents The Lost Mine of Phandelver. With me today, as always, my beautiful players, Equaisnotfunny, TommieTaco, BakaZombie, and Nyssa. Whew, last session, we had a epic dragon fight. But before that, our party had arrived here at the ruins of Thundertree, where they were hoping to meet a druid named Rydoth to put out the fires that Jeb had started in episode 1 that have spread completely out of control now. So they came to these ruins to find this druid. They located him. They also stopped and grabbed the amulet that was an heirloom to Myrna, a woman that they had saved from the Red Brand hideout earlier. And on the way out, we're stopped by some cultists who pretty much requested their aid in making a treaty with the dragon. Jeb, noticing that they wore similar iconography as the symbol he had been seeing, I guess sort of trusted them or wanted to go along with their plan because they wanted to talk to the dragon while Rydoth wanted to attack the dragon. So they ended up teaming up with pretty much both sides, while Valiada, Zorag, and Jeb continued to the tower where the dragon was. Jack ran off to go grab Rydoth and then met back up eventually, where the leader of the cultists named Favrik flew up to make a trade with the dragon. The dragon seemingly accepted the trade, or the offer, and then Favrik announced, well, to seal the deal, I've brought you these snacks and cattail. And you
that's canon.
Yeah, you got attacked by the dragon essentially and cultists, and that is pretty much where we ended before. I mean, you guys managed to scare the dragon off with Zorak throwing one final javelin into the dragon's eye as it flew off, saying like, you'll regret this or something along those lines, you know. Something evil.
You've made an enemy.
Yeah, you've made an enemy today. Something like that. And he flew off into the distance. So we start gathered around the outside of this, what appears to be a cottage building with rotting wood and timbers, as well as some stonework at the base of the cottage. And connected to the cottage is this big tower that kind of is a little tilted and gets a little smaller in the midsection, gets a little bit bigger toward the top again, which is where the dragon had come out of, a big hole in the side and top of the tower. So we can assume at this point, Zorag, if you'd like to, that you've gone around and collected a few of your javelins. If you would like to have done that, you can get back to, I believe you ended up throwing 3.
Yeah, curious about that. At the end of the last session, did I ever wake up or was I still sleeping? No, I woke up because I moved.
Yeah.
I'm in a different spot. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna walk around and collect 3 of the javelins, except for the one that's in the eye.
Yeah, so you get back 2 of your javelins. What would the rest of you like to do as you stand on the outside of this place?
Valiada seeing Zorak looking for his javelins and nursing her head, just be like, "You see my hammer? Can you pick it up?" Then she's just gonna sit down.
Ooh, that rage hangover. Jack.
I see your hammer. I'll grab it.
Jack is gonna go up to the window and just kind of peer in, because she learned from last time, don't stick her head through doors of a village that has... Yes. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So there's not going to be a third time.
Nice.
So she's going to look in through the window first.
Perfect. So we're going to start with Zorag rolling game perception. See if we can find the hammer, just for funsies.
Let's see.
Because the story says so.
Crit? Is this going to be the first crit?
It's going to be a 1. 11.
11.
There's one in it. There's one in it.
Let's see how hard this was to find, actually.
I am exhausted level 2, by the way, Grizz.
Are you?
How do I implement that?
Wait, are you really?
I would like to say
why?
That
how?
He did it to himself.
I did it to myself. It's one of my things that I have.
Okay. You did not find the hammer.
As this is all happening, I'm just going to sit down off to the side and start ritual casting Detect Magic for the next 10 minutes. So I'm
Cool.
out of it.
So, Jack, as you look in, roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. Perception.
A 7.
7.
So, are you looking in for, like, threats?
Signs of movement or potential threats, yes. So looking for, like, ash zombies or twig blights.
Okay. When you peer through the window, it's kind of, like, dusty and stuff, and you try to clear it, and it's really dirty. It's hard to make out what's in there. Looks like you can probably make out some old furniture and some books, but you don't see anything moving inside.
Okie dokie. She will go up to the door and see if it's open.
Okie dokes. Yeah. So you go ahead, you turn the handle, I guess. This door has a handle now, and it's unlocked.
Awesome. She steps in.
So as you step in, you all greeted with, let's see, an attack. No, I'm just kidding.
A volley of arrows.
Ah!
I just want to see if there's a good. So as you walk in, it's a fairly small cottage house. Appears like somebody had been living here years and years ago. There's like a broken kitchen table, some shattered chairs. It's very dusty in here. Cobwebs in the corners, books scattered around. There's like a bookshelf that's been tipped over, and it's only not completely over because it's like hit like a sofa chair, like one single person chair, and it's stuck like that, and all the books have come spilled out all over the ground inside, as well as a fire pit in the corner that looks like it hasn't been used in a very long time.
I would like to just kind of go over to the bookshelf and just see if there's any really old and potentially valuable books among them.
Okay, roll me a investigation check.
Alrighty. Investigation 5.
Yeah, most of the books seem to be either burnt or like really just ruined.
Alrighty. She will look around to see if there's a entranceway to get into the tower.
Yeah, as you enter, you look to your right. There is another door that you would assume leads to the tower. What are the rest of you doing? Jeb's still casting his ritual spell, obviously.
I'm gonna walk up to Volley to, like, is there any way we could rest before we do anything else?
She'll look up at him. The markings on her face are like very faint right now. Her eyes are like pinkish and bloodshot, and there's just dried blood coming from her eyes. Yes, I would like a rest very much.
I'm gonna reach my head, or like put my head in the door, like, Jack.
What? What now?
I think we should rest first before we continue any further. Volley doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
And I
Could.
look pretty bad myself.
No, you still look fine. But I guess a rest can hurt. Tower's not going anywhere. Jack will reluctantly step back outside.
Okie dokes. Yeah, I mean, you guys are free to
not
rest in the tower, if you, or not the tower, but the cottage if you'd like.
Might be a little safer. It's like there's some broken furniture inside the cottage. Did you guys want possibly at least some sort of shelter? After all, we are rather exposed out here.
Yes. In the cottage. I just feel like I need to rest a little bit before we continue further.
Quite.
I'll just stumble into the cottage.
Watch out for the broken bookshelf.
She'll just like collapse on a broken chair. Or something.
Poor
I'm gonna lean
chair.
up against this wall here.
Jack will go up to Jeb to see if how he's doing.
Jeb is engrossed in casting this spell right now.
Okay.
Drawing shit on the floor.
So, as you all go in, begin to sit down and rest, Rydolph comes toward the building. He takes a quick glance at Jeb and looks at him for a second, just interested in what he's doing, and then you see Rydolph like put his hand up against the door and lean in. So, thank you for your help. The fires. What should I do? Where are they?
To the north, you might want to talk to your friend Quilleen as to exact locations.
Should I expect to see you there? Or
We have business to attend in a goblin cave that happens to be amongst the fires, so maybe.
Understood. I will meet you there. I will see you later. It was. Thank you again. And he walks off to the nearest tree and like steps inside of it.
Before he completely disappears, Jack's gonna call out to us like, "Oi,
Yes.
thank you for the healing and not letting me meet the Maker as of yet." So,
You are
Thanks.
part of nature. It is my duty to protect nature.
she'll nod.
And he just like he goes up to the nearest tree and it just starts to crack open. And he steps inside and it closes behind him.
He was a Groot the whole time.
There you go. So I'll just remove him from the map.
Jack will just shrug her shoulders like, still don't like him, but
How long do we have to be resting to do the hit die?
It's an hour.
Okay.
And 10 minutes for Jeb.
And we'll say you started before their rest, so it'll be like a minute extra. It's like not a big deal.
Nice. Great.
right, so we're just taking a short rest, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright,
So-
Jack will just
Jeb, as
Yes.
your friends go off into the thing and they rest in there for like a minute or two, your spell pops off, and you do sense some magic in the air. It's love. It is love for Zorag that is just spewing from the chat. Twitch chat right now is just going crazy for Daddy Zorag.
Oh, Daddy Zorag.
But the actual treasure, you
Yes, Daddy.
Oh my
can you just
God.
post what the detect magic does?
Yeah, that's fine.
I
The
regret
real-
everything I do that's funny.
Okay, so the real magic is the friendships you made along the way, is what you find.
Got him.
Oh, of course.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your actions. Okay, so within 30 feet, it's blocked by 1 foot of stone. So right now, I'd say from where you are currently, let's see, 30 feet. I feel like this... So this tower that you're right next to is made out of stone. So you would probably have to step inside. So are you going to be like walking around with your detect magic to sense anything?
Yeah, I'll give it a walk around.
Out here, you don't sense anything besides, I guess, your staff. Do you have your staff still?
Yeah.
Your staff now. Trying to think if anybody else has anything magical. I don't believe so. Oh, you Talon.
I have
the sword. Yes. Yeah.
And also the deck of cards.
And the deck of cards. Those all give off magic. You're familiar to those because I actually think you used this spell once before since then.
I did. I didn't see the sword, but I mean, I've seen the sword.
That's right.
Then.
You used it to test it on the deck, though. That's the last time you used it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you would have sensed the sword at that point, too. I just forgot about it.
Yeah,
so you
still
sense
don't know
those
what the sword
familiar
does.
things. But if you go inside... Are you like
I
walking
will.
around
I'm
with
going to
it?
go and hang out with them a little bit first, and
Cool.
then probably scout out the tower.
You can sense through once you step inside, the wooden door to the right, you do sense some magical properties being given off, which would be you get a ping of enchantment, I believe. Is that a school?
Yeah. And it's off of the door itself, or through the door?
No, through the door. You sense it through the door. Since this is wood, you can sense through this, but the stone was too thick, you find out, as you went in to sense through.
Okay.
But through the wooden door, you can sense this. You actually get a few enchantment pings. I think that's it. You get 3 enchantment pings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
After seeing that, I will turn to the group and I'll say, all right, you lot, tower's magical, there's something in there. Jack, you want to check this door for traps?
Certainly.
So you guys are on your rest.
Yeah,
Just
Valdi and Zorag are passed out.
Well, Jack is having a very uneasy rest, as you can see from the nat 1 from the hit die recovery.
True. You can use as many as you have, by the way, on hit die. You recover half of your total hit die. Or half of what you're missing each long rest is what you get back, right? I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, you can open the door, though. That's simple enough to do during your break. Just be aware that you can't do anything, like, serious.
Yeah.
Or else it'll ruin your break.
I just want to
Alright.
get here inside the base. of the
So you
tower.
go to attempt to open the door, and actually, as you do, the handle moves, but when you hit the door, it starts hitting something. Dum, dum, dum. So you assume it might take some force to open.
I look at Jeb. The door is wooden.
Yeah, okay.
Jack
You'll-
jumps out of the way.
You light a bonfire on the door, and it starts to burn. It actually takes a little bit. You have to hold the spell there for a while the door burns. But eventually you burn enough of the bottom that a gnome could fit through.
Okay,
Hey,
I don't
look
want
at
to
that,
go
you're a
through
gnome.
this yet. I just want to see if I can figure out what the things are.
Yeah, so as you kind of poke your head through, and you do look up, you see that there's a wooden bar across the door. The bar is shut, so you can go ahead and take that off if you wish, for your buds.
Can I, from my vantage point, before I do anything else, can I see what the 3 enchantment things are?
They're pinging off from like a pile. As you look into the corner, you see like a treasure chest and a pile of some coins and such coming from over here. That appears to be where the 3 enchantments are. Also stepping into this room, you sense one more enchantment coming from above.
Okay. I will poke my head back through and I will say to Jack, since the other 2 are passed out, I'll say, I mean, you know, there's shit in there that you'd probably like. I don't want to go in until this lot are rested up though, so I guess we'll wait.
Right then. May as well take advantage at the time and actually try to rest.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'll go sit down in the fireplace if they have one and commence
do.
my rest, and I'll just put the staff down and just look at it for a while.
Okie dokes.
It does.
And Jack will actually...
I guess I'll go ahead and roll mine. And that's a 4.
Nice.
I'll do a second hit die because it's so low.
So I can just
Yeah.
like roll as many as like
as many as you
oh,
have.
okay.
Which you should have 3 total unless you've used some recently.
There we go. Plus 7 more.
Oh, 1.
Big
Sweet.
value.
I have that too! There
When
we go,
does
that's
exhaustion
better.
go away? Only on long rests or the short rests get rid of?
1 level goes
Long rest.
away with long rest. So I think I can only move half my speed right now, plus the ability checks.
Damn. Yeah, that's rough, bud.
Oh man, it's
Zorak,
worth
you're
it.
just so exhausted. It's hit you. You know when you take a nap and it's just like you wake up and you just feel 10 times worse after your nap?
I've
Yes.
been living with this for a long time.
That is essentially you right now, Zorag.
It just got real.
So Zorag's telling me Tommy.
Yeah. But we'll say you guys are able to finish up your rest and, you know, pick up where you left off.
Lovely, lovely.
I'm gonna spend this last hit die.
You have 2 levels of exhaustion?
Yes, because I did my thing twice in this day.
Shit, bro. Damn. That's
Yeah, it
tough.
happens.
Damn, son. Where'd you get those?
Yeah.
Big stretches from Volita. Blood still dried to her face, but her eyes look better. And the markings are gone.
Oh, it's a good thing you're nowhere near 6 for the level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So please don't get near that level, Zorag.
I don't want to get to level 3 at all.
So what are we doing?
Die.
Jeb is gonna open up the
Jack.
door, maybe. Well, Jeb has to
Ah.
open it up because you said it's locked on the inside of the tower end
Right.
with that bar.
Is it a wooden door?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Jack could try to crawl through it, crawl through the gnome-sized hole.
Mm-hmm.
But she might get stuck, and then it'll be embarrassing, and Valiant will glare at her.
You don't know if I'll glare at you or not.
Little one, can you open the door, or do we need to kick it down?
Yeah, give me a second here, and I'll just give him the staff. Shimmy on through the door, and I'll try and lift the bar.
Okay. Yeah. Make me an athletics check because you got to jump, or acrobatics will work too because you got to jump up to get it, dude. Fine.
11.
Damn it. Yeah, you grab onto like
Starts with
the
athletics, dude.
you jump and just grab the like one end of the bar, and so when you like fall back down, the other half of the bar lifts up like this and slides down.
Nice.
It's very reminiscent.
And then I'll walk up to the door and I'll kick it with as much force as I can back out on the group.
And it probably opens
Yeah,
the
you,
other way.
you kick the door,
Vortex.
and it doesn't move at all.
Oh no.
That's why the bar's on your side because it opens your way.
Wait, hold on. I'll crawl back through. And then I'll stand up and I'll brush myself off. And I'll kick the door in.
Yeah. Okay. Doosh. The door slams open.
Jack goes, very nice.
Thank you, I'm very strong.
Did you try kicking it from the other side?
Nope.
It sounded like you tried.
I didn't try. You misheard. It was the bar falling on the ground.
No. Do you want your staff back?
All right.
Did you hear that?
Here,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
okay,
you.
just making sure, because last
Jeb
time...
was just kind of going, all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have the cameras up because it causes Discord to go crazy.
Oh, okay.
So I have to like keep Discord minimized.
Yeah, he hesitated but took it back.
Cool. As you
Okay.
guys... Oh, sorry. Keep going.
So there's a couple things of magic in here, and I'll point them out wherever I saw them, except for the one above.
Yeah, they're just kind of off in the right hand. I won't say corner because it's a circle, but corner.
Well, shall
They're over
our
there.
treasure expert lead the way?
It's not too big of a room. I mean, this room is only or this tower, I should say, is only like 25 feet around. I forgot which one's diameter and which one's
Diameter is the full.
full
length
thing's
of the middle.
diameter. Yeah.
Circumference is around.
Right, but what's the one that's only half of the
Radius.
circle? Radius. Yeah, this is the diameter is only 25 feet. So it's not too big. And you do, as you all enter here, you do see a wooden chest plopped down on a couple coins here and there scattered around the ground. As you guys look, are you going up to it? I assume.
Well,
There's-
just letting Jack lead the way.
Also to the right, there is a staircase that goes up the tower.
Jack wants to start up and go down because she wants to know what happened to that darn orb.
Oh, you want to go up top first?
So-
That's fine. Well, we know there's
If that's alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, yeah, Jack goes to the stairs and starts heading up.
Okie dokes.
Alright, bottom of the stairs is here.
It's really hard for me as a greedy person to not immediately go and snatch that treasure and just be like, it's fine. No one cares.
Is anybody going with Jack? Yeah, Jeb?
I'll go with Jack.
Cool. What about Zorag and Valida? Do you want to look through this stuff, or do you want to go up with them?
She'll kind of scan the room, but she's not going upstairs or grabbing
roll
anything
me.
right away.
Roll me a perception check.
Do you see any boxed wine?
7.
In here, by the way, it's one single tower room with a 40-foot high ceiling, 5-foot wide staircase. The circles the interior, rising to the now open rooftop.
Oh, so we can see them walking up the stairs all the way up.
Yeah. You guys can see them the whole way. So, if you're worried, oh no, they might get into trouble, unless they get up onto the roof of it, you should be able to see them. You don't see too much besides just the treasure that you've already seen in the corner. You can't make out anything special other than the treasure chest and treasure. So yeah, as you guys go up there, let's see. Make me a Jack. Make me a dexterity saving throw as you get 30 feet up, and the floor beneath, or not the whole floor, but you step on a stone that just comes loose. Yeah, and
Alright.
sends your foot going toward the edge.
That's 4 from a nat 1.
Yeah, so Jack,
There goes my angle.
you step on the step, the stone slides, and you go with it, falling down the.
Is there any way for one of us to jump out to try and catch her?
The two of you who are down below, you can absolutely attempt to, if you think you could react fast enough. Give me a.
Daddy Morag.
Trying to think the best. I guess another dexterity saving throw to see if you're dexterous enough to react in time to catch her.
Oh. This is with disadvantage.
True.
I'll try and catch her. That's what I was gonna.
They both try to catch her, both get that
I
one.
mean, I got an 8 anyway.
Oh, actually, no, that wouldn't have been a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, I thought you were rolling too, but that's fine.
Oh, I mean, okay. I didn't know if we could both roll or just one of us.
Yeah, if you're both going for it and you don't want to do the help
let me
action.
roll real quick. I got a nat 20.
Oh, well, it's 5, right? Because you no, you don't have disadvantage on this. You said
saving throws aren't. That's level 3.
So it's really weird because Jack totally was going to take damage no matter what, but because you critted and this is special, I don't know. How do you catch her?
Kick off the wall like I run.
Dude,
and I kick off the wall. I'm like,
that's exactly what you do. You sprint toward the staircase. You get a couple steps up and jump up and catch Jack and softly fall back to the floor. And instead of taking 7 damage, she takes none. Congratulations.
I was gonna say,
Daddy's
she takes damage. I mean, I'll take some of that damage if she does take it.
She would have if you didn't crit, and you would have as well. But
And all the fangirls in the chat are going, "Oh, I wish I was in Jack's place."
Oh my god.
To be held by Daddy Zorag. Jack, though, is going, "Okay, gravity's working. Thank you, Zorag. Can you let me down?"
Yes. And I just kind of put her down on the ground. Be more careful.
She straightens her shirt. Yes. She'll go back up the stairs.
okay.
You hear Jeff above go, ooh.
Look at
Jeb,
him with a scowled look.
You
It's
are now...
no, the guy has great reflexes.
It's true. Jeb, you are now leading the crew up the staircase. As you head further and further up the staircase, you start to see skeletal charred remains. I guess they're just skeletal remains. Every couple of steps, there's just another and another that are just laying there on the stairs as if they were climbing when they perished.
And they do or they don't look charred.
I'm trying to think of how that would work. Maybe some of them have some slight charring on them.
Okay. Sure, I will take a moment to investigate the charring on some of the bodies, and then point it out to Jack, and I'll say, I would say this was probably our friend that just, attacked you lot. But I don't think he used fire, so I think it might have been something else.
Now, which friend are you referring? The one of the cult or the venomous green scaly friend?
No, the dragon.
Right.
I don't think he actually had any fire.
Just showing off the dragon.
So maybe it's something else. Maybe we should be careful.
Right.
Alright.
Jack will pull out her whip to just kind of have at the ready just in case.
I'll keep climbing. I will just, keep a lookout just in case anything is there.
Okay. It doesn't take you too long to get to the top of the staircase. As you go up, there's more and more piles of bones and such, and you have to move some to the side as you ascend until you get to the tippity top, where you can clearly make out another large pile of skeletons at one of the, we'll say right here on the map, leaning up. Oh, hold on. Piled up over here.
On the north side.
Yeah.
Alright. Jack will look around to see if she can find that orb or any other types of treasures.
Cool. How about Jeb and Jack both make me perception checks, unless you're specifically focusing on the skeletal remains to figure out what happened. That would be an investigation check, but like...
No, I'm just gonna keep an eye out.
All right, perception checks.
All right.
I have such a high perception modifier,
11.
and I always roll like shit on it, and I don't understand
I don't
why.
know, dude. I don't know.
Today's one of those days.
It's every week. It's every week.
11.
You actually both easily can make out the orange orb, I guess is what I'll call it, that's down on kind of the opposite end, southwest end of the tower. It's just laying there. Yep.
Is there anything else of note in here that we do see, I suppose?
I guess like the skeletons, if you walk over to them, you would be able to make out that, I don't know, I feel like you'd have to get an investigation check to get more information on the skeletons.
I'll do that. Sure, why not?
Possibly.
My +1 modifier.
15. Hey, better than your perception check.
Very true.
It appears that most of the skeletons, so one skeleton is sitting leaned up against the stone walls. I can't remember what those are called. I used to know all the terminology and it's just gone straight out of my head. One's leaning right up against it, like it's back against it, facing outward toward you guys, and the rest of the skeletons are like hands extended or like laying right before it or on top of that skeleton.
So they're all just like in a pile, basically.
Basically, there's one like in the middle that was sitting upright, and the rest were crawling toward it or died walking toward it, something along those lines.
That's weird.
That is weird.
But yeah, Jack is gonna go up to the orb and she's about to pick it up, but she pauses for a second, looks over at Jeb, is like, "Hey, Jeb, this thing is magic, right?"
Probably, yeah.
Think it's fine for me to pick up since that cultist was holding it himself?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
Alright. Jack will pick up the orb.
You go to pick up the orb. Give me a Constitution saving throw. As you reach down and...
16.
Okay, so you're going to take only half of this. As you grab the orb, you just get this intense burning, like you just stuck your hand in hot boiling water or touched a flame. You take... you only take 6 damage. You would have taken 12.
Alright, 6.
Fire damage, to be exact.
Are there burn marks on her hands now?
Your fingers in your palm probably are burned. You notice that as you picked it up, it had pulsed. And now it's gone dim again.
Alright, she's gonna just put it in her bag for now, while blowing on her hands. And going, is it weird for... I guess it's not that weird for it to burn since giving it to a dragon, but it pulsed?
That sounds a little bit weird, yeah.
Right. And, well, it's now in her bag, so I'll just call it a... Orb of Owl.
Orb
Orb
of
of
Owl.
Orb
Orb of
of
Owl.
Fire. Orb of Fire Owl. That's
Orb
what
of
it's going to
Fire
be called
Owl.
in my
I
item
like
now. Yeah.
Do you want to maybe show that to the group?
Yeah, it's just... About my head. It's hot. I will. Promise. And she's gonna go over to the skeletons, with Jeb is like, so what do you think happens here?
Well, I don't know. They all look like they're climbing towards this person. And they all died. Somehow. But I mean...
On your investigation, Jeb, some of the skeletons had that same kind of like scorching burn. Not a lot, but they had some kind of charredness going on, like the ones climbing the staircase.
Maybe they... I don't know. Some fire was involved, but I don't know how it could happen.
Also, the one with its back up against the stone is... it still has some clothes on. It appears to be wearing what are now tattered robes. Yeah. Tattered, like, we'll say dark blue with some white trim robes.
So this guy was probably like some sort of spellcaster or something, and he probably, I don't know, burned everyone.
Maybe. Judging from the robes, if he is a spellcaster, this might even be his place. Can Jack take a closer look at the guy, at the skeleton that's sitting up? Maybe there's something that's on him.
Yeah, sure. Investigation. Investigation.
Investigation.
Be so
9.
pissed off.
You can't discern any more than what Jeb has already pointed out to you. Appears that these skeletons were crawling toward this skeleton. Yeah. You know, you were able to see everything that Jeb was able to explain to you.
Alrighty. Alright, well, shall we head back down?
Yeah, you can. I'll catch up.
Alright. If you need something, just give a holler, yeah?
I will. I'll be down in a second.
We'll switch scenes over to Zorag and Valida, because you guys, I guess, did you follow up or no?
No, I'm still down here.
Still down here.
So what were you two up to while they went up top?
You said there was a treasure chest in like a pile of
Yes.
gold or something?
Yeah.
She'll turn to Zorag and say, "Well, do you want to try your hand at being a pirate?" As she's pointing to the chest.
Sure,
proud.
but my lock-picking mechanism, or my lock-picks are a little larger, and I kind of have this axe out in my hand. You know?
Cool.
I'm gonna walk up and see if this chest opens.
Yeah. So you're able to walk over to the chest. It's an old wooden chest. The chest isn't locked.
Oh, okay.
So you are able to just kick it open, and when you do, there is a lot of treasure in here. There is 800 silver pieces.
Quick, before the pirate comes back. And I just kind of chuckle a little bit, and I just like point to Valida. Like, do you want any of this? It's a lot of silver in here.
150
material.
gold pieces.
There's a lot of money in here.
4 silver goblets set with moonstones.
I'm grabbing one of those goblets straight up. That's the only thing I want.
And these 2 scrolls that have like a ribbon tied around each of them and like some funky text you can kind of make out.
You said that was a gemmed goblet?
Yeah, 4 of them.
And it was what was it, silver or gold? You said silver, right?
800 silver, 150 gold.
No, like the goblet itself.
Oh, the goblet itself was silver. Yes.
Okay.
Silver
'Cause I feel
goblet
like-
set with moonstones.
I will take one of the goblets, so we can drink out of them later, and I'll take that gold and silver.
Tommy, roll me an investigation check, or a perception's fine actually for this.
All right,
really an
this
investigation.
will be with disadvantage.
All right. 15.
15.
Laid behind the chest, you notice a rusty battle axe.
Oh, I'm gonna reach down and like, just kind of pick it up, kind of look at it.
Okay, let's see if there's any descriptors in here of this thing.
Gotta find an Octorok for it to swallow it up and spit it out.
So, Valida, are you nearby?
Yeah, because I went over to the chest as well.
Also, what does Zorag know about dwarves?
So, originally when I was making the character, I think I need to get rid of this. Originally when I was making the character, my intelligence was high enough to where I could learn another language, and it was Dwarven. But, you know, I've got that didn't work out that way.
But then you
But,
became victim.
yeah, I got to get rid of that. Unless there's something else that allows me to have another language. I don't know what that would have been.
Some like races and backgrounds give you a language, so you might actually be able to speak Dwarven if you want it. Sometimes, like, I'm kind of a DM, like, you don't have to take stuff. Like, for one, I should know Elvish as a half-elf in our Amoris game, but I don't.
And I should know Giant as a half-Goliath, but I don't.
There is a reason for that, though.
Well, the reason why
Right.
I chose that is because Zorag would know of dwarves because his clan did trade with dwarves. They
Okay.
were the closest
So
people.
you would
Also-
recognize.
Also, Orc is written in Dwarvish script.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So you would actually be able to easily recognize on this axe there are like dwarven runes etched into the axe that read the word hew, H-E-W.
No, I'm gonna show it to Valida.
Would I know anything of this axe?
You.
I'm probably very sad at the condition of it.
Probably not, but give me
H-E-U?
H-E-W.
W.
As a, I'm not even gonna make you roll. As a like weaponsmith, armorer, this axe is deceptively sharp. It's rusted, so you'd expect it to be like not the greatest, but it's actually like really well crafted, and still retaining a sharpness despite having some rust on it.
Well, the Dwarvish runes give it away. It's made Dwarvish, so it's made well. It's a good axe.
I was wondering if you wanted it.
If I wanted it, I could find use for it. Particular to your
I
own.
don't really. My axe is fine.
I understand. Yes, I can put use to this if you don't want it.
I just nod and hand it over to her.
Do I just put it in U axe or?
Yeah, you. I'll drop you, or just put a +1 battle axe into your inventory, and if you want to name it Hugh, you can, just so you remember its name.
You are the only axe I need.
Not where I expected that axe to go. Okay.
+1 to hit, not damage.
You know
It
my
should,
character.
if you just go to the
Oh, if you should be able to just
compendium?
add a +1.
yeah, you
axe.
should just be able to drag it in,
Okay.
and it should
Every
add
time she
everything
swings
for
it,
you.
she screams, "I will cut through Hugh."
Ooh, I like it. Psychic damage.
Cutting words.
Roll for dad jokes.
Cool. So at this time, as they're going over the loot, not Valida, Jack, you begin to descend the staircase, and
And hopefully I don't slip.
yeah, You're very
As he
careful.
goes to make a throw.
You're very careful on that particular step.
Awesome. Alright, and so I guess when I get back down to the bottom, I will look around to see if there's anything else to pick up.
Okay, so Valida and Zorag, have you do you have all of the gold? Did you? There was some loose coinage. Probably about.
I only took the gold and silver from the case, or from the chest, and we each took a goblet. We left 2 goblets and the scrolls in the chest. Otherwise, I don't think we take, and the axe. Otherwise, I don't think we take anything else.
So there's 2 goblets left in the chest, Jack, and like 25 mix. It's a mixture of gold and silver pieces. So we'll say.
The scrolls? Did you take the scrolls or did we leave them?
We left the scrolls.
Oh, the scrolls are in there too.
Yeah.
There's 15 silver and 10 gold scattered around the ground, near the goblets and stuff. Scroll.
Jack will pick him up as she's heading around and notices the chest being empty. I was like, being
Well, it's not empty. There's
Well-
the 2 goblets and the scrolls.
being emptied out. And I was like, oh, what'd you find?
Some coins, some goblets, an axe.
There you
She'll
go.
hold up the axe.
There you go. See, I can't be the only one to find everything. I was like, ooh, goblets. Jack will
Where's
take
the
one.
door?
He's up on the roof. He wanted just some time to think. There's a group of skellies up there that, really weird.
I'm gonna start heading up the staircase.
Oh, yes. Oh, and found a fire, that orby thing that the cultists gave the dragon. It burns. It's in my bag.
Question, was it a great axe or a battle axe?
I believe it's
You
a
said
battle axe.
battle.
I will double check because I did say battle axe, but I will make sure I give you the right thing.
Well, God, I'm gonna have to knock Volley out if it's a great axe. No, I'm kidding.
A rusty old battle axe.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Specifically what it says.
Zorag is going up the steps though.
And
Cool.
yeah, watch that step that I tumbled from. How much gold and silver did Jack pick up from the ground?
10 gold, 15 silver.
Alright.
We'll switch over to Jeb. Jeb, what were you doing as Jack left you?
So, when she left, I wanted to hold out my arms with the staff in one hand, and I want to take a deep, long look at the staff, and then take like a long look at my arm that's burned with the insignia on it, and I want to think for a moment. You said that the floor is made of wood?
Up here? No.
Yeah.
No, up here it's stone.
Okay, so I'm going to lean the staff up against one of the walls where there is a vacancy for it, and then I want to use produce flame to make scorch marks in the stone, and I just want to write out and say, "Hope she serves you better," and then turn and leave.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand check just for shits and giggles. Let's see
Can I
how-
guide myself?
Yeah, you totally guide yourself on this.
I'm gonna guide myself.
Yeah, add a d4 or
So,
nice.
19.
Yeah, it's legible. It
perfect.
would have been funny if they just looked like nothing. It's like, what?
And then yeah, I just want to dust my hands off, turn around and walk away.
As you begin to walk toward the staircase, Zorag actually meets you at the top.
Oh, what's up?
I'm not very good at this. I know I look at you and get infuriated a lot. But I do trust that you'll make the decisions that you believe are right for yourself. And I kind of just put my hand on his shoulder and just kind of nod at him. And I go to walk off, and then I just kind of turn to him, and I say, Agnes was my mother. And I just keep walking.
Zorag, it is up to you whether or not you would have seen the staff sitting up there.
Make me roll a perception check.
Roll a perception check.
Big old
I met him at the top.
Right.
Like,
Is that with
Disadvantage.
disadvantage? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be disadvantage, so I'm tired.
Aren't we all?
You
Six,
didn't see it.
So no, I did not see it.
Doesn't even smell the smoke in the air.
No.
I'm so exhausted.
He's so exhausted. He's like, coffee? He smells the smoke of coffee? No.
Smells like morning beans.
All right,
Black
so
coffee.
Jeb and Zorag descend the staircase together. You're all back in your happy little family. What would you like to do now?
Bam.
The fam.
What'd you find?
Gold, scrolls, axe.
And apparently some goblets. There's another goblet if you want one, Jeb.
Sure, why not?
Can you
I'll
use
take
any
a
of these
goblet.
scrolls? Or did Jack take the scrolls?
Jack did not take the scrolls.
Oh, wow, okay.
Just a regular old goblet.
It's a goblet with moonstones in it.
Silver.
Silver goblet.
Silver goblet with a moonstone in it. And 2 spell scrolls on the ground if you want to take them. Or scrolls, oops.
I will take a look at the scrolls to discern what they are.
Okay, yeah. What does that take? What does it take to figure out what kind of scroll it is? I guess you just open it up and read
Arcana?
it.
Arcana, is it?
Usually, it's if you are that class, you can read that scroll. It's usually
Okay.
how it works. Without checks. I think.
Yeah,
there-
It's like if your class can learn that spell, you know what it is.
yeah. Otherwise, I think you have to do a check.
Okay, so I think this one, Jeb, you would know what it is. I'm just gonna double check really quick.
I could just picture that the chat is going insane about the answer to who is Agnes.
There's more coming.
Daddy Zorag's mama is Agnes. Daddy Zorag confirmed mama's boy.
You don't know that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying this as a player.
I know.
But yeah. Yeah. Jack has no clue.
Yeah, if the spell
Neither does Valiada.
Read the scroll and cast its spell without providing.
What if
any
it's
material
part of a
component.
subclass spell?
Otherwise it's unintelligible. Casting. Scroll. I think you just can't read it if it's not part of your class.
He gets it from his subclass, though.
I would
You know what
assume
mean?
you can then. Yeah, if it's part of your subclass, I would assume then yes.
Jeb, as the path that you took, can you learn lightning bolt?
Let's have a look.
Just a question.
Just spitballing here.
What if it's a higher level than you can normally cast? You have to do an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
How about you just roll me to so what would it be? Wisdom? Using your spellcasting ability?
I cannot learn it because it's Circle of the Land, and I'm not Circle
Okay.
of the Land.
How about roll me? Let's just roll me 2 Arcana checks. That we'll keep it simple. Fuck it, right?
Sure.
Sweet.
Lightning
19.
bolt scroll.
Can I guide myself on these? I should have asked this before.
Yeah, this next one you can.
Sweet. I needed it.
I don't know what that one
I mean,
is.
not really,
cannot
did I?
read this language. What is this language?
7.
That
Okay.
This
This one, for some reason, is written in some weird style magical script that you can't decipher.
That's Garland, the blacksmith of Phandalin.
I don't think I can use these. They're not for me.
Well, they're really only good for selling then if anybody wants them.
Yeah, Jeb, you can sell them. If not, then I'll take them off your hands to sell them. I got some other scrolls to sell anyway.
Yeah, you can. I never really had much of a use for money anyway, so. Go ahead.
Alright. So I'll just add 2 more just scrolls to my inventory.
I'll point out which one is lightning bolt.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Note. Thank you, Jeb.
It's alright.
Okay.
Do I notice that Jeb doesn't have his staff?
Roll me a perception. Jeb, are you trying to hide the fact that you don't have your staff?
No, I mean, it's...
Doesn't matter, because Jack
Double
actually
nat 1.
just poked herself in the eyes.
Oh, paper cut!
Just standing there talking to us.
Oh no! Oh god! He's gonna have to wear 2 eye patches now.
Oh no! Where's my eye patch?
Yeah, in fact, you know what? You poked yourself in the eyeball, and now you take 2 damage. 2 bludgeoning or
Oh.
piercing.
Okay.
This
And at
is
that point,
great.
Jack is holding her one eye. Is like, oh, that hurt. All right, okay. And she digs through her pouch, tries to not touch the fiery orb of Al in there, and pulls out the eye patch that Valiant gave her and actually puts it on.
Which
Hey,
eye? Left
wait.
or right?
Well, which one hurts more?
Your left.
All right, good. All right, she puts it over her left eye.
Cool.
Let me see the stone.
All right, she just holds the bagel, but it's like, if I touch it, I'm gonna burn myself again. But go, here you go. She will let Jeb reach into the bag.
I'm gonna try and touch it.
Yeah, you stick your hand in the bag, you reach around, and you pull out this orange pulsing orb. And doesn't hurt.
I'm gonna toss it up in the air a couple times. Wow, it's really pretty.
You want it?
Yeah.
All right. Less burns for me.
Stick it in my pocket.
All right, remove that from my inventory. Remove the orb of fire owl. There we go.
Add
As
1
you-
orb of fire owl.
Touch the
Orb of
Jeb.
fire owl.
Yes.
You get you get the feeling of a very familiar presence to you. And it feels warm.
Okay. I'll pocket it in the inside of my chest instead of on the sides, and I'll just keep it close.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Sweet. So I think right there we'll take our break. I think that's a good spot.
Nice.
Because I gotta pee.
Go pee pee.
So we will be back
Time
in
for a bathroom break,
5
everyone.
minutes, everybody. Hope to see you then. Welcome back, everybody. We hope you had a successful bathroom trip. Anyways, our group has just regathered and figured out their treasure situation. Jeb took the orb into his possession. I believe he was going to do something with it, or were you guys, you had already, yeah, that's right, you already sensed that it was, yeah. So, from here on out, what do you plan to do?
Well, apart from looking around the room just to see if there is anything else of interest, Jack wants to go back into the cabin.
There was no wine in there, right?
Roll me a
No
wine
alcohol.
check.
Okay, let me do that real quick. Is that gonna be
Constitution.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Constitution roll for that.
That'd be if you drank the wine.
No, I'm just making a joke.
Roll me a D. No,
What do you
honestly,
want?
roll me a D100.
All right, let's do this.
Roll a 1 or 100,
Do it the
and I will.
advanced dice roller.
I got an 87.
Nope. No, you don't find any
No
wine.
wine.
No. Anyways, yeah. So there's nothing. Doesn't seem to be anything else of interest in here. As you go back into the cabin, what exactly are you looking for?
Just treasures or things of value, but no, actually, no. Looking for identifiers to see who this place belonged to. You know, like personal possessions, like something that would have their name on it, like a letter or a book or...
Yeah, it seems like the books are like all pretty ruined, as you saw earlier. I'm trying to think if there's anything in here that it could give you more of an insight into who this person was. It's too old, abandoned, and destroyed to really make out too much.
Alright, is this also a door over here?
Yeah, it's a back door. Yep.
Can I check to see if it's open?
Sure, yeah. It's open.
I'll stick my head out to see, because, you know, there's some people keep stuff in their backyards.
Okay. Out here, there's more skeletons.
Yeah, these folks are dead. Like, do the skeletons, are they just kind of bare? Do they have any
Some
indicators?
of them might have small amounts of clothing on them that are really, like, if there's any clothing on them, they're really tattered, destroyed. Pretty much just strips of clothing at this point.
And so they've been there a long time. Alright. She'll leave them be and go back in and just
If you
hang about.
want, you can roll me an investigation check if you're really looking into the skeletons.
Yeah, Jack will do an investigation. 3.
I really want to give you guys information. You guys are rolling
Like, yep,
so
they
bad.
did.
Yes,
The
skeletons.
all-stars with the all-stars. The whatever you said.
Yeah. So, now what?
Well, we were on our way to towards Corberry, right?
I don't know
Like
that
to
we're
talk with Agatha?
going that way, nor do I actually know which way we're supposed to go to get to that. Personally, I think we would be heading back to town to head to the Goblin mines, unless we know where Corberry is, if it's close.
You still have Radoff's map.
Yes, I would look at his
I
map.
believe it was on there. Corberry. Now, her, you know from what Sister Garuthi, whatever her name was, she said it was near Cornberry, not necessarily it was in Cornberry.
Yeah.
So you have a general direction, but not the exact locale.
And plus, we technically haven't finished exploring the town, so.
Is Cornberry near us on Radar's map?
No, actually, it is quite a ways away. In order to get there from your current location, you would be heading toward Phandalin anyways. So if you wanted to stop in Phandalin, you could.
I mean, personally, that's not high on my list. If it's high on others, we can go that way.
Keep in mind that she did also say that it would answer any one question.
It would answer any one question.
Assuming you didn't piss her off.
I'm just double checking. Yeah, in order to get to Cornberry or Conyberry, Conyberry? I don't know how to pronounce it. Conyberry.
C-N-Y.
Which is so weird because I swore somewhere else in the book it was so different.
Zorek wasn't there for that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, so you will be going through Phandalin potentially if you take that route to get.
I just couldn't remember if like something like that was spoken about with the group before Zorek left. It was a few sessions back.
No.
It was a little hazy.
Yeah, Zorag was not present when we learned about the spirit Agatha. And looking for
A lot of shit.
Well, any which way, we should head back to Phandalin, and we can make our decision from there. Because that seems to be the crossroads to any place we want to go anyway.
this is true.
Are we ready?
I just want to double check the rest of the town to see if maybe there's another building that's intact. This
What
one's
if we get attacked again?
Yeah, what if we get attacked again?
Now that's fine. Because
What if we get attacked on our way back to Phandalin?
What if we get attacked again and on our way back to Phandalin?
My only reservation with any of this is that I'm out of spells.
I am also out of spells.
I never run out of my axe.
I thought you were going to say spells.
Your axe
Well-
is kind of like a spell.
You guys
It does seem
decide.
to do quite a bit of damage.
If you guys
Muscle
decide what you
wizard's
want to do,
attack.
I'm gonna go look for my hammer quick. She'll go outside.
Can I assist Valida in that?
Yeah. Roll perception with advantage. Valid.
Snip.
19. You do find your hammer.
Oh, that was my good hammer. I'm good. I'm glad I didn't lose it. Just put it back in its sling. All right, I found my hammer. What do we decide?
I forgot.
Jack
where we're
just
going.
wants to. Jack wants to just walk around the building, just to make sure that maybe something got dropped along the sides, maybe from the skeletons that were up above.
Yeah, sure. So you're looking around the
Exterior.
sides. Let's find some.
Or even
trophies.
like getting here, maybe seeing this over here.
Okay, yeah. Let me look into my book. Let's see what that is. Seems to be some sort of battlement. It has arrow slit windows. Like it's some sort of small keep, almost.
Interesting.
Valida,
Yes.
as you what did you do with the battle axe you found?
Found some place for it on my back to hold, like within the pack.
As you like approach the trees, you start to like have this feeling of being watched. You feel uneasy.
Bring her shield out and look around in the trees to see what she can see.
I'm
Roll
out there.
perception.
I'm out there with her.
Yeah, because of trying to find the hammer, you'd be out there.
As
I'm right next to you.
Zorak, you notice Valida acting a little strange, on edge. Valida, you don't see anything, but you just have an uneasy feeling.
There's something here.
Can I look
I'm pulling
around
out
and
my
see if
great
there's
axe.
anything there?
Jeb, you want to see if there's anything there?
Yeah, I'm right next to her.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking finally.
You are confident there is nothing out here with you.
I guess I should move my token out there.
Nah, you guys don't have to focus on your tokens for this.
Okay,
It's
no,
fine.
I've been doing,
Yep.
theater.
Mind theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay, pal? There's like nothing's there. It's just us. Is it the stone? You want me to put the stone away?
I don't know what it is.
It's in your
We
pocket.
We shouldn't linger here.
Is it
Jack,
sticky?
let's go. Sticky has never caused any issue for me.
I guess.
What does Sticky eat, by the way?
Oh, anything.
Should move back to the path. Just get Jack, let's go.
Here, go find something. He'll eat it.
They're just talking about Sticky when she's trying to leave.
I want to pull
Jack
out
is gonna.
my ration, like a little piece of my ration, and like try to like hold it out, like above. Where's Sticky at, Jeb? Is he still on your shoulder, or is he somewhere else?
Right on my shoulder.
I'm gonna like stick it out to him, see if he'll eat it.
Sticky.
Fire newts are really cool because they've got a special property in their belly where it's kind of like it's on fire the whole time. So anything they eat, they can just burn up.
That is a fascinating creature.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Sticky lets out this little and this little
I
puff
like
of
to
You
smoke.
wanted to do it
Yeah.
again, didn't
This
you? You wanted
this
to
little
do it one
puff
more
of
time.
smoke comes out of his mouth.
A
That's
nice
good.
5 out of 10.
Jack, we're leaving. She'll yell as they were just talking about Sticky.
Jack is just kind of looking around and seeing the break in the trees, and she sees this other path and goes, what? Yeah, sure. She really wants to go investigate it, but, doesn't want to get yelled at by mom and dad.
Oh my god.
Okay, so for the purposes of this, are we saying you guys are like leaving the ruins?
Yeah,
Well,
well, something happens.
Like
draws-
like you're planning to go to Phandalin? Is that what I understand?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Unless anybody tries to do anything else while we leave.
Yeah.
I
if there's-
really want to see the statue, but that's the player in me. Jack is kind of curious, but not that curious.
You probably haven't even seen. You don't even know there's a statue over there, to be honest.
I know, that's why I'm saying as a player,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
look. I want to see the thing. But no.
I like how
Alright.
the group can control their metagaming.
Okay, so you guys begin to leave. I assume you guys follow the path that you've already cleared. Like, we're
Yeah,
all
just straight
yeah.
down, then back up the way we came.
All right, so you
Just got our
guys
shield out the whole time.
find your way fairly easily because you've already traveled this. Zorag, you're very skilled at traveling and finding your way through the trees and such.
Hey,
Volley,
real quick though, like
yes.
This is the player and the watcher, knowing that they got kind of fucking lost on their little
Yes.
search for this place, and Zorag showed up. Does Zorag know that they did he follow their tracks to get to where they were at?
Well, maybe some.
He did
Should
enter a
map.
different way than we did.
But yeah, I think you were given directions from Barthen,
Okay,
Uh,
if that's the case, then never mind.
and you were
Continue
just able to find it much easier than they did.
on. Okay.
So,
Oh, the
You-
Craigmile hideout. That's the cave, right?
yeah, that's the cave.
Yay!
Valida, as you leave the ruins and once more surrounded by trees, you just continue to have an uncomfortable feeling.
I don't like this.
Is Valida like giving any physical signs of this uncomfortable feeling?
Oh yeah, like she has her shield out, which normally she doesn't when just traveling, and then she's like ripping her mace up higher, like ready to swing it, and looking at the trees constantly.
Kind of want to walk up to. I don't know where I'm at in this whole dynamic here, but I'm gonna like kind of stride up alongside Valida and be like, just kind of whisper to her, do you see something?
No, but something doesn't feel right.
How?
Feels like something's watching.
Can I look up to the sky and see if anything's up there? Maybe I see a shadow or something.
Yeah. Roll me a perception.
Disadvantage.
True.
Same day.
7.
We didn't swap days, did we?
It's
We just-
still the same day at the moment. It is. Trying to think. You guys went pretty early in the morning to like you guys had rested, and then you spent another couple hours looking for the ruins. It's probably like we'll say 5 p.m. We'll say like our time.
Can you ping on the map?
Is
where
that
we're at?
EST or
I have no idea.
CST?
You're down in this area.
VNT.
Let me. I'll
Okay.
unveil it. Hold on. You're down like.
Only asking because I feel like Zorag would get an idea because he went there.
You're like in this area somewhere.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Bing.
That's like, cool.
There's a polygon reveal tool, Grizz, if you want to use that instead of doing the
Yeah, it's
boxes.
fine. That'll take. Then I'll be too, like,
Technical.
Nice.
yeah. So, you guys begin to travel back to Phandalin. You don't get lost. It will take you another, like, you'd guess, 8 hours of travel to get back. Want to say?
Is that 8 hours their time or 8 hours Zorag's time? 'Cause
If
they
you
got
guys-
lost.
No, they spent like 24 hours before
Oh my! I
lost.
didn't realize it was that long.
So let me see if there's actually a to scale thing. I don't think there is. That's my only problem with this map, is there's no like scale for the hexes. So I really don't know. I guess miles. Okay, it's miles. So how many miles could you travel in a day?
I know I can walk like 1 mile in less than 30 minutes.
When I was in England, I used to walk to school and back, and it took me 45 minutes to walk 3 miles.
At work, I get at least 25,000 steps in each day.
Oh wow! I typed in how long does it take to walk 20 miles, and the answer was 8 hours. So that's what I said. So we're gonna stick with it.
Perfect.
Takes
Okay,
8 hours.
We're probably.
But
gonna
what
have
is
to stop
that in kilometers?
Oh,
So if like Zora knows that it took a while to get out here, it's already 5 p.m. I want to turn to Jack and be like, you're a pirate, right?
I?
Do you have any, what's that spiced alcohol?
Rum.
Do you have any of that?
I do actually. I got some dark rum. It's not quite as spicy. It's a hair sweeter, but it does have some spice in it. Would you like some?
I'm gonna turn to the group and be like, we should make camp.
Oh, he's in withdrawal. He's fiending for it.
What's that?
He's an addict.
No, like alcohol.
Boxed
I
wine,
kind
bloodhound.
of look around, like kind of turn myself away from Jeb.
Jack will
I just-
gladly share rum. Jack will gladly share her rum.
don't like it here.
We have goblets! I could pour it into goblets.
You do have goblets, but Valida, you say you don't like it here.
No.
What? You keep saying this, or you told me that it seems like something is watching us.
Yes. I don't know what, but since we exited that building, I haven't felt like it's safe. We'd have to be on extra guard if we did camp here.
Is it because of the dragon?
I don't think it's the dragon.
My eye
The
patch.
dragon could follow us that stealthily. No, you look fine in the eye patch.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. I have a spell that I don't have prepared today, but I will tomorrow, that allows me to see any animals in the, radius of a certain radius, which I'll look up right now. It's a long radius. Within 5 miles, I'll know specific creatures. So tomorrow I'll give us a little whoop, and we'll know.
Hopefully it's not too late by then.
But how does that help us tonight?
Well, tonight we're gonna have to take watches.
Let's see if we can go a little further before we stop. It is still pretty early.
I don't mean right now, just if it gets too dark.
Yeah, we will have to eventually.
What time do you guys want to travel until? Like, how many hours do you want to travel out of the 8 that it'll take?
Probably like right up until dusk, so we still have time to see to set up camp.
Well, if it's 5 p.m. now, depending on... When is dusk normally?
What hemisphere are we at, and what is the time of year?
It is fall. we
It is
established.
fall. We'll say that
It
it
is
gets
autumn.
dark around
7:30?
7:30.
Okay, so northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
yeah, about 2 more hours of travel.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Neat.
So we do 2 hours of travel, and so that'll bring, and then we get a night of rest, and then that'll be 6 hours of travel the next day.
How much rum do you have?
1 full bottle, but I'm gonna say I took a really big bottle from Grista.
Well, that's not very much, but I am a small person, so it's probably good enough for me.
Well, I'm a big person, so I'm wondering if it will be enough.
I will say, as Volley does paranoidly looking into the trees, she still has just dried blood down the side of her face.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What's your deal
How do you mean?
with, like, the markings and shit, and the blood and the scary face?
Well, the unfortunate thing about having a father who's half Goliath is that size and strength isn't the only thing you inherit.
You know what? I totally thought those were supposed to be tattoos.
Most
Yeah.
people do, yeah.
Is that, like,
it's...
offensive to your people? I'm sorry. I don't want to be
no,
like...
It's alright. I don't know much about Goliaths myself. I've never met any, actually.
Is that why you're always hanging around dwarves?
Well, mostly I hang around dwarves because my mentor who raised me was a dwarf.
You've got a lot of height differences in your life, huh?
Yeah, it comes with the territory.
I'm just gnome. I don't have anything else.
Oh, I mean,
So,
that's fine.
yeah.
We were
Oh, well.
what we were handed.
I mean, you look scary when you do it, so it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in my town are still afraid of me to this day.
They're afraid of you?
It'll happen when you're bigger and stronger than them as kids and tend to beat them up when you get mad.
Is this conversation, like, private, or can I hear this as we're walking?
I mean, I
was just
don't
in the
think it was
car.
private.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can all make this out.
Did
There's
you grow
the-
up around dwarves or what?
There's only the one dwarf, otherwise they're all humans.
Mm.
Human bodies weren't really made to deal with glass. There's a guy that still can't see out of his left eye to this day, actually.
Oh.
Not by my choice. It's hard to control when you're younger.
The folly of youth.
So, you hate certain people. Point to Zorak. You hate half-orcs and orcs.
I don't hate. I just don't trust.
You seem like you kind of hated goblins too. And I'll point to the necklace of jaws that he has currently strung
Well,
about.
goblins are. Obviously, haven't killed the one, or the two, rather. But for the most part, they're not the most trusting of creatures.
The one or the two?
I forgot about the one that fainted.
Oh, those goblins. Yes. I thought you meant the goblins. Never mind.
That's weird. Who do you hate, Jack?
Honestly, just one person at the moment. They happen to be a half-elf, but I don't begrudge half-elves in general. I've worked with many different types of people. Just only hate one person right now.
That's probably a good thing.
Lots of people hate me.
Do you have
Well-
any enemies, Jeb?
Oh, me? No. No enemies for me. I'm very likable.
I imagine you
agree
should
with
be,
you.
after all.
But the second part, and I kind of laugh, like signifying that it's a joke.
I don't have any. Actually, no, I lie. I have one enemy. There was this guy back in the village that I grew up in who used to bully me really bad. So I set his bed sheets on fire while he was in it.
Zorag laughs his ass off at that.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick. But I mean, he stopped after that, so that's fun.
Jack just chuckles. It's like that must have been quite the burn he received.
Zorag is confused by what she said.
Like physically.
It's like, well, if you say he had it coming, he had it coming. Because I tell you, when I ever meet him again, blood will fly.
Alright, well. Maybe we'll be there to back you up. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but, you know. Whenever this gets done, I don't have anything else going on at the moment. Unless the fire says that I've got to go do something.
I mean, I've got to check in Udengald at some point, but I still got to find a few beings that I have to deal with. I wouldn't mind finding my dad at some point, but I don't know where he is, so.
What about you, Jack? Do you have somewhere you have to be?
Will just be after this is all done and getting a few other affairs in order. I'll be heading to the coastline to either purchase or acquire a ship to look for my ship.
Do you have that rum?
Should we make camp?
I think it would be a good time, yes.
Yeah, you guys have been traveling now for those 2 hours of travel that you planned for.
Let's set up
Cool,
camp
cool.
then. And we might as well have a fire since whoever's watching us already knows we're here.
Well, That I can definitely do.
Who?
Bravo, Jeb.
Now
Thank
that there's
you,
more of
thank
us,
you.
who wants to double up on watch with each other?
No, I can take the first watches.
We need 2 singles and then a double.
I'll take it with him.
All right. Then
If it's all right with you, Valiada, I'll take the last watch.
I can take middle watch.
Right then.
Alright.
Jack pulls out the rum and her goblet and just kind of spits in it to make sure it's kind of cleaned out.
Oh, spits in the goblet. I was like,
Yes! Not in the rum, no. The rum is still sealed with the cork.
I was just like,
No,
Making
like,
moonshine.
you know, like what Bard...
get there, moonshine, boy.
Nah, she's just cleaning out her goblet. Ew. And then, I guess she could have rinsed it out with her water skin, but...
Or the
No.
rum.
No, that's a waste of rum.
Yeah.
Now she pours in her rum and offers to pour whoever else wants to share.
Well, I'll take her armor off and just get into her bedroll.
I like hold the goblet out that I have to
And
Jack. Do you fill it up?
all the way.
Okay, I'm gonna like hold it out like I want you to grab it.
She's not going to.
Ugh. And I just like I walk away because I know Jack knows what I'm about to do.
I'll take a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
It's like that person who takes one slice of cake and then grabs the whole cake.
That's exactly what I thought Zorak was gonna do. And she pours Jeb until he says when.
A little bit. Not very much.
There we go.
Little man, you're going to watch with me?
Sure, yeah, why not?
Alright. Jack is gonna first finish her first goblet, pour half, and then just kind of have it with her, and then pop bottle beside Zorak. Pat him on the shoulder, then get in her bedroll.
You gotta stand pretty high. No, I'm kidding.
I'm assuming he's sitting.
Or are we just going straight to sleep? I mean, I feel like I haven't used any of these rations except for with the wolves.
I imagine we'll eat something
Oh,
before
yeah.
we sleep.
Yes. Munch,
Yeah.
munch, munch.
Well, I mean, like last episode or last session, Jack had actually brought everybody rations, and you guys ate those. But yeah, everybody take off a ration for this day of travel.
I'll take off the extra ration for that other day of travel. Because I didn't do that. Because, yeah, I brought rations for everyone when we were staying over at the orchard. I can't remember the gentleman's name.
Edamath.
Yes, thank you.
Edamath.
So, as you all, as Valida and Jack fall asleep, we are left with Jeb and Zorag around a fire. The trees aren't as thick as they were before in this area, but you're still in a little bit of tree line. You make out a few stars up in the sky, peeking through here and there. Would you, I guess we'll start with perception checks if you guys are keeping an eye out.
Kind of keeping an eye out, but I'm definitely drinking this rum.
Yeah, me too, so... I mean, his will be at disadvantage anyway. Am I going to be at disadvantage?
Well, how much did you do?
I mean,
No,
I'm small, so it's comparative. It's up to you, Grizz.
Oh,
Yes.
if you're drunk or not? No. Roll me a if you want. Roll me a Constitution check with advantage. You barely drink anything, right?
I'm gonna assume the bottle of rum is
15.
empty
You're
now.
fine. You're fine.
All right, sweet. 20. Finally, my perception check's good.
Oh yeah, I need to roll that. I'm sorry. Oh my god, both of them were terrible. I'm
Zorag,
drunk
what?
and tired.
Yeah, what has Zorag so distracted? Just the drunken tiredness from
There's
his
a
exhaustion.
lot on Zorag's mind right now because he's sitting with Jeb.
Yeah, go into some detail.
So Zorag's sitting there. He's like drinking his wine or his rum. It's a little sweeter because of what Jack told him. It's not as doesn't have that same crisp little spice on the tip of the tongue.
As whiskey.
Yeah, and he turns to Jeb. He's like, Jeb, what is on your mind? I ask because I know I've given you a hard time, but one of the teachings that I've had trouble following from my clan was to accept the fact that everyone must go through their own cycle of life. And seeing how you helped everyone during the dragon attack, it helped me remember that. And rather than be a scolding individual, maybe I can help.
All right, that's kind of a nice thought, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I had a choice, right? When I grew up, you know, we had always learned that there was this person who was really important and wise and strong and stood for a lot of good things in life, and that you should always follow them, help, you know, keep things in balance. And I don't know, I never really fit in my village growing up. I set someone's sheets on fire.
I kind of chuckle at that.
But I mean, when I was there, I found a new friend who kind of like understood me more. And I like to think that we became really, really good friends, and been friends with them for a while.
Is this Sticky?
No, Sticky came before that.
No.
But I don't know. I thought that this friend was everything that I needed, and that they were just going to be there for me forever. And then, oh, I don't know, I found out that the first person doesn't like them very much, and they said that they're kind of evil, and I don't know if they're evil or not, because they said that the other person was kind of evil, but you're supposed to listen to the first person because they're supposed to be really wise, and that's kind of what I was taught. But at the same time, I didn't really want to betray my friend like that, because he's really important to me too, and I had to make a decision in the end, and I kind of went with the second friend, because the first one kind of betrayed me on a really, really intense, like, deep level. And I don't know if I made the right decision, because maybe the second friend is kind of evil, but I don't know. I think I made the right decision.
Well, I don't know who your first and second friends were. But as a child, I always had two groups of friends. Those who my parents approved of, and the more wild bunch. The ones that I really liked. And now that everyone is gone, I've had a lot of time to think about things and teaching that my mother and father would tell me. One was sometimes the friend that you really like and who agrees with you always might not be the friend that you need. Because in our youth, we tend to not see the bigger picture. And sometimes we get wrapped up in the here and now and how we feel currently. Looking back, I miss them all. But I'm starting to think that my parents were right. I did get in a lot of trouble in my clan, and I kind of laugh a little bit. There was this one time that we decided to, similar to your little fire incident, we decided to set the, we decided to put some hay underneath the throne and light it on fire as the clan leader sat there. Never realized his ass was burning.
Yeah.
I got a scolding for that. But, Jeb, whatever decision you make, think hard. And I will be there. I just hope it's the right decisions that you make. I'm just sipping my goblet.
I think I thought pretty long and hard about it. Probably not as much as I should have, but I think I did. What if you don't mind me asking, what happened to your village? Why don't you go back?
My village is gone. Burned. Razed to the ground. By a dragon.
Right. Okay, that's really interesting.
The crimson color. The screams. I'm just kind of quiet. A few tears run down my face thinking about it.
Jeb is gonna go really silent for like a long time.
We're both sitting in silence at this point, then.
Yeah, pretty much. And eventually I'll say, I never lost anyone to murder or anything, but if it helps, I don't know if it does, but you got me, and you've got Jack and Valiator, and you've got Sticky. It's 5 more that you didn't have before.
It is comforting.
And we'll say right there is where your watch sort of comes to an end as you've sat around the fire for a few hours talking. Jeb, with your 20, didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Nice. Get in. Well, who's next?
We should wake the others.
Sure. I forget. Is there a single middle lock, or is it just double?
Next by herself? Yeah.
Oh, I thought we needed 2 2s and a 1. I'm sorry.
No, just 2-1-1. So everybody gets 8
Oh,
hours.
okay. Okay, yeah.
All right. I will tap Zorag on the top of the thigh, and I'll say, "Hey, watch this." and I will attempt to sneak up right next to Valiada.
Roll a stealth check.
I'm going straight up, like hand under the throat, like, yo, you don't want to do that.
Can I guide myself on this if I start from really far away?
If you start from really far away, sure. Zorg,
Nice.
are you actually going to stop Jeb?
No, I'm not stopping him.
I
I'm
thought you were-
going like the hands under the throat, like, no,
Oh,
man.
oh,
don't
okay,
do that.
gotcha.
9?
My passive is 10.
Okay, but you're sleeping, so I don't know if passive actually counts here.
It depends. However you want to run it.
Here's the
Well,
GM.
Perception with disadvantage.
Okay.
3. Yeah, you sneak up.
That is a 4 difference.
Alright, I'm going to lean down next to Valiada, and I'm going to use Minor Illusion to... I don't know what's in her tent. I'm going to Minor Illusion a box over me. And I'm going to whisper in her ear, and I'm going to say, I'm watching you.
Hearing this,
No!
she springs out of her bed, and you can see that she went to sleep with her gauntlet on and her flail in hand,
I
and
want
she'll
to
just swing wildly.
I want to say at the same time she's
roll-
doing that, I'm throwing that goblet at him.
Roll an
after
attack
what he did.
with disadvantage because you're just flailing. Jack, that does not beat your AC, I assume. I mean, Jeb,
Does
I'm sorry.
not. It does
Yeah.
not.
Is Jack woken by the commotion or no?
That's up to you.
I'll say no.
Okay. Jack
I
was
do want
very
to throw
tired.
that goblet to be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. Valiada, you look around the room, and they're like, you don't know where the source came from. And yeah, with the 3 perception, yeah, you're not sure where that noise came from.
She's just panting. Show yourself.
I'm still gonna just stay there. Every minute the box flickers for a second before I have to cast Minor Illusion again.
You hear the sound of Jeb casting a spell nearby.
Minor Illusion has no verbal
It
components.
doesn't?
It doesn't have no sound whatsoever.
Oh,
Minor
okay,
illusion
never
is
mind.
Like, that's the thing with minor illusion. It doesn't make sound, so
Okay,
it makes
cool.
it. If someone does a perception like an NPC, they can, especially if they touch it, they can figure out if it's fake.
Yeah.
Zorg, Jeb.
Did I hear like Valiada be like, "Who's there?"
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
she's not
for
being
sure.
quiet about it.
I mean, I'm pretty drunk and I'm tired. I'm gonna just be like, "Stop! What are you doing over there?"
Nothing. No response. I'm
Where's
I'm gonna
Jeb,
walk
Zorg?
over to- Is anyone in a tent, or are we just out in the open here?
I mean, I just
Jack
have a
is
bed,
out
so I don't have a
nipping.
tent.
Did you say
Wait,
you
what
don't
about-
have a tent, Valiada?
No, I just have a bed roll.
Did
I
anybody have a
believe.
tent that they pitched at when you're setting up the
Yeah,
campsite?
I don't have a tent in my equipment.
I would say that I did pinch like a lean-to kind of thing while we were doing it. If you want me to just make a survival check.
I would say
yeah.
I'm gonna start like slowly scooting back, and the box will like slightly move every
I'm
minute.
gonna not.
I start
It's a
scooting.
shitty lean.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's really shitty lean to.
You are all cold.
Yeah. You're huddling for body warmth over here.
I'm just gonna walk up to Vine and be like, "Oh, it's your turn for the watch." I'm noticeably slightly intoxicated, but I'm also really tired. I got like bags under my eyes.
He just
Zorg,
starts
something's
hiccuping.
here.
It's Jeb.
He would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has it been Jeb this
Yeah.
whole time?
Not that I'm aware of.
At this point, you probably, as you've started to wake up out of your like weird haze, it's weird that there's just like a barrel here that wasn't there before. What the hell? Never seen this barrel before.
She'll just put her hand into it and grab whatever inside of it.
Yeah, your hand goes right through it.
Ow! Ow, my foot! Let go! Let go!
Pull him out of the illusion.
Like dangling upside down.
So, having fun.
Fancy seeing you here, Valiant. I was
Yes.
just on my way to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yes. Has it been you this whole time messing with my head?
Nope. It really hasn't. It was just me this one time.
I'd watch myself in the future.
We did get a little drunk.
Well, enjoy your rest. She'll just drop him from where she's holding him. Dead.
Oh
He's
gosh.
gone.
I'm immediately just face planting into the ground.
Yeah. So the two of you bed down.
I'll
Valida,
grab all of her things and bring them over to the fire so she can...
do you start putting back on
maintenance.
your armor or nah?
No, she would be like polishing it and buffing it, make sure it's not all messed up.
Where's your new axe?
It would be there in line to be looked at after her armor and her gauntlet and her flail.
Okay. And so on your break, your watch, you're just sitting there, kind of like sharpening,
Buffing,
cleaning.
tightening, cleaning, yeah.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
19.
Is there anything special you want to do on your watch?
Not that I can think of, other than her usual preparedness.
So, during your cleaning of your weapons, you start with like your gauntlets, we'll say, and you just realize, oh wait, I don't feel like I'm being watched anymore. Yeah.
Well, maybe they scared it off.
Another 30 minutes go past. Start sharpening your battle axe. You just found paranoia just takes over you.
It's not gone. Squint, try to look into the darkness to see if she can see anything.
Yeah, you keep looking around. There's nothing in sight. You're very... Yeah, you can see like everything. You don't see any eyes watching you. Nothing watching you, just that presence. Something unseen watching.
Just set down the axe so she can pay more attention to the things out there.
Yeah, you put it down and must have went away, whatever it was. Weird, huh?
Pick it back up to clean it some more.
Yep. Weird feeling. Something's watching you.
Sets it down, kind of catching
30
on what's
minutes of
happening here. Yeah, it's kind of the sets it down, push her hand back.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of back and forth.
Yeah, at this point, you as a player obviously know.
Yeah.
Holding this
I think
axe
she's catching on too.
makes you, at least in the moment, you feel paranoid.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's her.
But unless there's anything else special you want to do on your watch, you have a successful, safe watch.
Yeah, I'm good.
Free to wake up, Jack.
She will leave the axe like just outside of the fire ring, but take all of her other stuff over to her bedroll and then just kind of tap Jack with her foot.
Nightwing, what? What?
It's your turn. Don't touch that axe.
Oh. Okay.
She, would lay down.
She gets up and stretches and starts sipping the half goblet of rum that she poured before giving Zorag the rest of her rum. And goes and sits by the fire.
Roll me a perception check.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, quick question.
Yeah.
You gave me the bottle of your rum?
Yes.
Oh, I was only drinking out the goblet. So, like...
Well, what happened was she didn't give you the rest of it, she finished her goblet, poured about half, and then put the last of the rum beside Zorag.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
I just didn't know if, like, you thought that during my watch I was drinking all the rum. Like,
I don't know if the rum is empty or not. I'm assuming that Zorag still has it with him, but yeah. So she's sitting by the fire with a half goblet of rum, just sipping away, looking around. Apparently oblivious because she rolled a 7.
Yeah, maybe you like distract yourself with the set of cards. You like pull them out or are looking at them or whatever.
She starts doing like rudimentary solitaire.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You actually start playing solitaire with yourself?
oh no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll start playing solitaire.
I have a question. In solitaire, the cards flip face down and then up.
The very first card you place down is face up.
So it's 7, because it's a 52 card deck. It's 7 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is a 23
card on the
deck.
bottom of each
Yeah.
is flipped up.
Yeah.
And Jack, would
And
you
there
have
are
picked
cards
up
in the deck that you flip
the
up as well.
2 cards that you had thrown
No,
earlier?
No, she didn't think of picking them up, so right now she has 21 cards.
You have 21 cards. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So it was the 2 of spades, I believe, correct?
Yeah, that
And
one.
The 2 of
8
spades.
Was it the 8 of
Heart?
spades or the 8 of... I think it was the 8 of
Whichever
hearts.
was
I think you were right.
8 of
it's-
hearts, yes. Oh, wait,
No, but-
actually, can I change it?
What do you mean?
Can I change what she does? Instead of playing solitaire, she's just gonna look through the deck and find that Queen of Hearts card again. The one that she looked at the other day that apparently has a familiar-looking knight on it.
Yep. Yeah, as you look through the deck, you see the Queen of Hearts, and it's got a familiar-looking knight and 4 guards behind him. And you remember that day that you were dragged off to jail by that knight and those 4 guards.
She just watches the card and debates whether to put it down and activate it or not. You know what? She will activate it.
So you've like searched through, found the Queen of Hearts, looked at it, and now you're like placing it down in front of you.
Yes.
Okay. You place the card down on, we'll say there's just like a stump right there, just because it makes sense. You place the card down on the stump, and nothing happens.
And she kind of taps at it and goes, activate?
Nothing.
She sighs a little bit, puts the card back in the deck, and will just look around and then look up at the stars, trying to figure out which way is north again.
Okay. For you, that's easy enough. You're a pirate.
Yes. Take comfort
So-
in the stars.
Yeah, you find the North Star pretty quick. So you know which way's north. You got your bearings now.
And I guess we're a little too far away in order to see the sea.
Yeah, definitely too far.
She'll just kind of mumble to herself. It's like, when I find you, Flynn, you're gonna die. And then just keeps looking around, just kind of not really paying that much attention because it's a nice night.
Mm-hmm. Luckily for you, you have this successful watch. And morning, the sun begins to rise ever so slightly, and it's been your full, long rest.
Woohoo, I can do things again.
I spelled it
Full
out.
health.
We regain our hit dice half of what our level is, or what we have, right? So in
Yeah.
our case, it would be 1 if we used all. Like, it would be 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure.
Judging from the silence of the DM, they don't get to level up.
That's a great question.
Oh, he's
We'll
thinking
wait
about
for
it. No,
We don't level up at all.
You guys are very close.
Yeah, we
I
don't
just-
have to level up.
I didn't
If
think.
we're very close or are we close, it depends, man. Like,
This is gonna be midway through
We'll
the
wait. We'll wait.
Okay.
we still got at least
Cool.
30 minutes.
So, you travel the rest of the way. Back to
I would
Phandalin.
say with the axe, could I'll wrap in the bedroll
Yeah,
and
sure.
then hold it. Does that seem to stop its effect?
Double check. Oh,
I'm gonna look at Valida and ask her. So, what's up with the axe?
You didn't touch it, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, good. It could have killed you.
I touched it. What the fuck?
Oh,
sorry
yeah.
for that.
Do you still need me to look for whatever you want me to look for? Because I got it prepared. I didn't prepare Thunderwave today, so
No.
if we die, it's because of that.
How much do you
Nope,
heal
nope,
on
we're
long
good.
rest?
Full health.
Wait, really?
Yeah, on long
Yeah.
rest, you're full health.
yeah, dude.
Oh. Well, Sharp, if you ever play the P2E, you'll find out that is not the case.
Yeah, I figured.
I will. When we leave, I will do my ritual cast of locate plants and animals, and I will search for a young green dragon.
How far does it work?
5 miles.
Okay. What's 5 miles on this map?
Oh, you have to specifically search on the spell?
You have to search for a specific kind of beast or plant.
Oh, I thought earlier you were saying that you just... that did seem OP in my mind, so never mind.
Nah. No dragging
Fair
around.
enough.
Not for 5 miles, at least.
Coolio. Good to know.
Valida,
Jeez.
you have spent the night attuning to this axe in a sense, growing familiar with it, sharpening it. You now know its magical capabilities. It is a +1 battle axe, so it's magical in nature. And you've figured out it's causing your paranoia, and you've honed in that it's the trees, man. They're in the trees, man. You don't like being in a forest when you have this axe.
Okay, so specifically forest-based.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will that mess with my... Like, this is metagaming, obviously.
You're not
Would it
going to
mess
get
with my
any...
perception rolls?
You won't get any negatives. You just have an overwhelming... not overwhelming, but you just have, like, a small sense of, like, you're being watched or something like that while you're in a forest.
Okay, yeah, she'll just put it on normally then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
On her back is.
For the folks at home, Jack still hasn't figured out what's special about Talon, other than it has a griffin hilt to it and that it's silver.
I do need to check my fax machine real quick.
Yeah. You've had a long rest with that now, so I guess you probably forgot just to mention, but yours is just a magical sword. It's got no extra special capabilities. It's just a magical sword. +1.
One.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it. Nothing else special.
Jeff doesn't have anything magical anymore.
You got
Remember,
rid of the-
remember, ladies and gentlemen, remember Daddy Zorag.
Yeah, Zorik left, now I can't talk to him on the journey.
Jeb. So you wake up and you feel the orb pressed against your chest.
He does have a magical item, that liar.
I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie.
You feel a sense of needing to protect it. Like it's your baby.
Precious.
Okay.
Not like you like you would probably trust Volley to hold your baby, right? She seems like a trustworthy individual.
Sure, if she didn't get burned.
But I'm just mean like, you know.
Before we set off, knowing this, can I just run off away from the group for a quick second?
Mm-hmm.
Do I see him do this?
If you'd like
You
to.
are.
No, I was just joking.
I don't know if Jeb's sneaking or not. Are you sneaking off?
I'll sneak, sure, why not?
Yeah, roll me a
Do
stealth
I
check.
notice this? I would
Roll
like
a
to see if I
stealth
notice
check
this.
versus perception.
Can I
I'll just
guide
use my
myself? I
passive
can't
'cause
guide
I'm
myself
not-
on this because I'm in the group, so I'll just start roll. 17.
I don't see him.
Jack, you see him run off.
He probably has to go take a crap.
Yeah, probably. That's
Jack's not concerned. She just knows which way he went.
I'm gonna find a place away from the forest and just make a small bonfire off by myself. And I will talk into it and I'll say, hey, can I have a quick word? Real quick, won't take a second.
Let's see. I don't really roll for this, but you yeah. What, Jeb?
Are you a dragon?
Yes.
Okay, that's really cool. I'm really happy with that, by the way. That's super cool. What color are you?
Why do you want to know?
Listen, no judgments here, not one. I just wanted to know if you burned down my friend's village.
How old is your friend?
Oh, I have no idea. I think he's kind of young. Let's say he's within 30.
No.
Okay, that's really good to know because that would really sort of put a strain on mine and his relationship, but I think I can sway him this time. Really cool. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Yeah?
You have the orb.
Yeah, I do. Hey, so, I left the staff there
Good,
as
Jeb.
well.
This is good. I have another request, Jeb.
Okay.
And I will message that request to you
Okay.
and leave the audience in wonder.
Secrets.
And the
Good
players.
to know. And then I will finish up the conversation and strut back to the group quite happy because that was really worrying me for a second there.
No better gaming in this.
Could you imagine if that was what happened, dude? Ooh.
I'd have to kill you. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you would have.
No. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Dude, I chose the dragon, dude. I chose
That
it.
doesn't mean anything. I've chosen a lot of things in my life, but that doesn't mean that I am a part of what that one thing was doing.
Bro, all I'm saying is, if you would have tried to kill me, I would not have been mad from a player's perspective.
So, Jeb comes back to the group. Would anybody like to say anything to him, or would you like to fast travel?
Did I even notice he was gone?
Jack pointed it out.
If you weren't,
yeah, Jack
Oh,
just
yeah,
said, "Oh, he probably has to go take a crap."
then you guys noticed that he was gone. At least you might not have seen which way he went, but besides Jack, But you guys know
How
that
was
you've
the
left.
shit?
It was so good. It was like the size of my forearm.
That's pretty small. But I'm glad it all came out good.
You really had to find a way to make it sound so much worse to me. I'm a small person and I get very few delights in this life, Zorag.
I mean, for you, it was large. Like,
No, it was really big. Don't go that way for 20 minutes.
well, as long as it's not in the path that we're traveling. You believe we're headed back to town?
No, it's not.
Watch your step.
I can't believe I just had a conversation about my fantasy character's shit.
Yeah.
I did not expect that to go like that.
I was.
Good times, friends. Good times. So,
Welcome, fam, to the toilet show.
Guys,
Here
we're
on Swindler's Den, we
Hey,
promote
Zorag.
nothing but the most established, reputable conversations in our fantasy campaign.
absolutely. The group of you travel for another 6 hours or so, more or less.
I will just comment that I did pick up I'm assuming it's an empty bottle of rum now. So
I
yeah.
didn't drink out of the bottle.
Okay, so there'll probably be about.
I literally just drank the goblet. I didn't know that you'd give me the bottle. So, like, I'm just RPing it that way.
Okay, alright, then I'm assuming that there's probably about a quarter of it left.
Yeah, that's fine. You begin to reach the outskirts of Phandalin. You see the old stones mixed with the new stones. As you guys know, Phandalin was built on the ruins of an old town. You are coming back in from the southwest. Sorry, I had to do a little bit of mental compassing because my brain's slow. So I'll bring you guys over to the Phandalin map just so you guys can see everything and know, hey, I can do that thing, I can do that thing. At this point, so you're coming up the Miner's Trail.
Yes.
I think there's the miners exchange along that trail that we saw on our way out. Jack definitely wants to go in there because she has stuff she needs to unload.
Right. Sorry, just kind of... You guys had seen that already, so... yeah, as you guys walk down the street, to your right, you see the familiar Phandalin Miners Exchange is on your way out. A wooden building with a blue roof and a sign hanging, a wooden sign hanging, kind of sways in the wind a little bit. It says Miners Exchange.
Alright, Jack goes, well, I need to step in here since I have some treasures I'd like to exchange. Would anyone care to join me?
Wouldn't mind going in and seeing what they have.
Sure.
Alright.
I'm gonna grab Volley, or I'm gonna kind of like, I'm gonna grab her, but not in like a like yanking way. Just kind of touch her. For
Pause
a
her.
second.
Just in a daddy way.
The most daddy of ways.
Oh God!
You've unleashed the flood.
You did this to yourself. You really did.
I forgot I did that. I'm like, where's this all coming from? And I did it in character, which is even worse. So Zorag's gonna like look at Volley. He's like, "Is there any way I could get a couple of those gold from you? Maybe 5, just in case."
Yes, do you only need 5?
Oh, I believe so.
Do you know if that will get you what you need?
No, I don't know. I don't know civilization that well.
She'll hand him 5 gold and just, if you need more, just ask.
Zorag is not stopping here.
Okie
I like
dokie.
bow towards, like, thank you. And I start actually heading towards the blacksmith.
Okay. So you head off toward the blacksmith. As the rest of you are heading into the miners' exchange, or is anybody gonna follow off with Zorag or do your own thing?
Miners exchange sounds.
Oh,
Molly does alley.
I'll go straight to whoever owns the necklace, Myrna.
Okay, so
I
you
think I know where her house is.
you head to her house. Or do you
Wherever
Because
head
odds are
to-
they will probably be there now since we
Yeah.
cleaned it.
Yeah. Cool. So that's that yellow house next to the hallmasters, the town master's hall. I do that every time. So for anybody that's going into the Phandalin Miners Exchange, as you enter, it's mostly wood in here, like pretty much made out of like full lumber, like not even some of it, it's like, I guess it's split in half pieces of lumber, but it's very much a wood building. And you see this counter, and as you look around, there's gems on all these different shelves and things. There's also like this one of the corners, this like, trying to think of the right word to describe it. It's like this track that can be, there's like a crank, and as you crank it, there's like water goes through it. I'm explaining this really bad. There's some sort of contraption that looks like a conveyor belt, but not a conveyor belt because this is fantasy. Just lack of a better word.
An aqueduct?
And you crank it, and as you crank it, you can see there's a dwarf cranking it right now, and water is spilling over the top, and all these rocks and things are inside of there. And then it's collecting something at the bottom into this bucket underneath. And then at the counter, there's another dwarf and a woman behind the counter who's in a conversation with the dwarf, and you hear the dwarf go, "Oi, you sure you can't give me any more for this? Come on." And she's, I've already told you, that's as much as I can give. And he just gives a big huff, and he scoops it off the gold off the table into his little pouch and stubbornly walks off.
All right. What's the lady behind the counter look like?
She appears to be a half elf with let's see. Doesn't specify here, so she's a half elven woman with blonde hair that comes just down to her shoulders. She's wearing like some black clothes with a brown apron over her black top. Yeah. Brown eyes.
Did it look like
Alright.
they were selling anything or just buying?
From the exchange you saw, it looked like the dwarf had just received money. So probably
He
he
was
was
trying to haggle upwards.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, hello there.
There, miss.
What can I do for you?
Rather new in town. I've come across some gems, and I've heard that this is the place to do some exchanging.
Of course. You don't look like the mining type to me, but
No, do you have just
it's all right.
Just
you
a
have
traveller?
gems, I'll take them.
I got gems. I'll go up to the counter and I'll pull out here's my list. The 5 malachite gems
Okay.
and 5 carnelians, 2 paradots, and the 1 pearl.
I totally should have been writing down the prices of all these things as I went. Let me see if I can find
That's
them in
okay.
here. Do.
Yeah, I could have looked this up, but I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's on me. I was purposely not giving you the information so that you would have less meta knowledge, but that just made more work for me at the end of the day.
That's okay.
So, it was... Repeat the things that you were putting on the table.
Alright, starting with 5 malachite gems.
Okay, I believe you got those from the Goblin Den, correct?
Yes. And also in a silk pouch that I believe we found up the hill in the ruins. Inside is 5 carnelians.
So
2
malachite is 10 gold per gem.
Yeah. And 2 paradots. And 1 pearl. And ever since I started watching Steven Universe, I'm looking at these gems and going, don't turn into people.
Okay, you let me know if you have it, Grizz, or I'll put it in, because there's differences in haggling and shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right section for where the prices are for the particular gems.
I have all of the base values here if you want me to read them out.
I just want to make sure, because they might not have used the base values. They could be like different sizes and stuff like that, so I just want to double check.
There are 2 types of pearls at least, so... 3 kinds of
Jack
pearls.
is still wearing the eye patch.
Okay, you didn't get the malachite from the Goblin Den, did you? Because it's not in here.
Oh, right. It looks like I got the malachite gems, like, right after I got the griffin rune. Oh, right, there was a chest under the bridge, under where we fought the Noctis, so
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 'cause
So,
The
you gotta jump
Nothic.
there, and then later
The-
on.
in the treasure chest.
the, fudge, mate.
Oh,
The
what's the idea?
I
malachite gems,
What's in the
are worth 15 each.
Mhm.
Alright.
What was the next thing?
Carnelians.
Carnelians. That was recent, if I
Yes.
recall correctly.
These ones were within a silk pouch.
a silk pouch?
Silk pouch.
Is that?
Carnelians are...
Silk pouch?
How much are they worth?
What accent is this? I'm trying to... Is it Australian? Are you doing a jet? Oh, smashing, mate!
The Cornelians are a little pricey.
Honestly, not bad. Honestly, not bad at all.
I'm gonna look it up, just on here. Carnelian.
It's a
I'm
C,
impressed.
an O, an R.
You want me to tell you, Grizz?
Sure.
Carnelians are 50 gold apiece.
Okay, so
At
50
base
gold
value.
each. 50
50?
gold each. And then, what was the final thing?
There's 2 paradots and 1 pearl.
2 paradox and 1 pearl. Okay, Equa, do you have all those?
Yes, I do.
I don't have my book by me,
Paradox.
and it's not coming up on here.
Are also 50 gold apiece.
Cool.
Pearls are dependent. Depends on the kind of pearl that you have. So if it's a freshwater pearl, it's 10 gold. If it is white, golden, pink, or silver, it's 100 gold. And if it's black, it's like a lot more. It's 500 gold for black.
Do you remember where you got the pearl?
The
Many
pearl
things.
was in the silk pouch with the carnelians and paradots. It was... The silk pouch was in
Gladstaff
the
room.
treasure... the treasure chest in Gladstaff's room out with the
Okay.
book that I was with Gristo in.
That helps. a lot.
Revelita threw the eye patch at me.
So,
Epic dodge moves.
the 2 paradots are 15 gold each. The pearl is 100.
Two
So-
paradots are 15 each. Pearl is 100. Okay. And now... Okay, so now we have a basis, and I guess we just go at it from there from the character perspective, in case she says
well,
higher or lower prices.
The first thing you read off was a was 2 of a thing, correct?
2 paradots,
No,
5 malachites, 5 carnelians,
paradots, okay.
1 pearl.
And the paradots I said were worth 10.
Yes.
Paradots.
Okay.
Sure.
So in the room, you as you actually scan around the room, you see the jade frog with the golden orbs for eyes behind her on a shelf. Just wanted to mention that.
Smile.
So, anyways, she takes a look at all your gems. She pulls out this magnifying glass from behind her desk, and she inspects each one really closely. It takes her like a minute or two before she comes. She's. Do you mind if I take these for a moment?
I guess, yeah.
She scoops them up and turns around and places them on a scale. Scoops them back. Turns them. I could give you 140 for this.
$140, you say?
Yes.
Two. $40 gold. And just a question, what is the quality of that the pearl?
Pearl. That would be on its own. If you're just looking to trade just the pearl, it'd be about 100.
But we rounded up to 150 because I don't think we finding too many malachites in the area.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I almost clicked the wrong one.
Trying to haggle for that gold.
12.
You wouldn't happen to be the new lot in town. Drove out those red brands, would you?
Indeed we are. Ain't that right, Valuda?
We did, yes.
However, we're not quite done yet. There's still a red brand or 2 lurking about.
Interesting. Well, me and her stopped by and actually sold this and told me your story, and I'm rather impressed, might I say. I don't know what's going on with her voice.
She's bilingual. It slips.
Yeah. Maybe she's a little crazy. I could do 150 if you help me out with something. I'd like to see Glafstaff removed from this plane of existence.
Indeed, we would as well. Do you happen to have some information to his current whereabouts?
I do not, but I've heard that he carries a particular gem on his staff, so I'd be willing to pay handsomely to anyone who brings it forth.
How about this then? We'll do the 140 as you suggested. And if we do manage to return with that staff and its gem, as you say, you give us the value, and any one item in your store.
Any one item. She like looks around her store and yeah. I could
Strictly
do-
the
I could
value
do that.
as you say. Yeah, strictly the value as you say, and one item.
I could do that.
Done.
She sticks out her hand to shake your hand.
Shake, shake, shake.
All right then. Is there anything I can
And
help you
if I
with,
may ask,
big one?
and I just quickly before Valida steps in, is like, and what's your name there, dear?
I'm Hollier.
Hollia. I'll remember that, Hollia.
Pleasure.
Alright, Jack will pick up the 140 gold.
Okay.
Move these other items.
I was wondering if you knew where I could get a good pickaxe. I seem to have left mine at home, and I might be doing some mining while I'm here.
Oh yeah, we got loads of them here. That's only. Let's see, how much is a pickaxe? It's got to be pretty cheap, I assume. I know I've seen it in my equipment thing, but. Oh man, I just realized something, but that's okay. It's my bad. Pickaxe. Pickaxe. Let's see.
Miner's pick?
Yeah, did you find it?
Just the weight and the rarity.
Just the weight in there. Nice. It's just what we needed. I know I've seen it in here.
2 gold pieces.
2 gold
According
pieces.
to D&D Beyond.
Alright. So 2 gold pieces. She says.
Alright. I'll take it.
Pleasure doing business with her.
Thank you.
Come on by if you manage to put an end to that prick.
Indeed, we shall, Hollia.
And it could help the town a fair bit if you gather any work you might have been working on, you know what I mean?
That book that I have. Whose was it again? The wizard's book.
Glassstaff, yeah.
It's like, oh, like she rumples into her bag. Is like, I do have a book of his.
Her eyes light up and a little bit of a smile comes over her face. And then quickly it goes back to straight-faced. Would you be willing to pop with it?
Still trying to figure out some notes here, but I tell you what.
Yes.
If you're willing to also give me just an idea of what this is, she takes off the platinum ring that she took off the skeleton earlier. It's like, give me an
Okay.
idea of what this is as well. I will part with it. Like, she's
Sure
not
thing.
looking to sell the ring.
Yeah, she takes the ring from you, pulls out her magnifying glass, looks at it closely. Let me roll something for her. See how she does. Oh wow, yeah. Now where do you get your hands on this?
In that ruined mansion up the hill, same location where I found this interesting book.
That would make a lot of sense then. This is belonged to the family that lived there a long time ago. It's the sigil of the Tresendars. She points out the griffin sigil inside the gem. It's like underneath the gem.
interesting. Well, I'm gonna be holding on to this unless you know of any family that might still be around.
Oh, I don't believe so. No, not that rings a bell, anyways. Ancient family before this Phandalin was set here.
Right. She takes out the book and just sets it down on the counter, but still kind of has one hand on it and just flips open to the page showing proof that it is the guy's wizarding spellbook. I'm curious. Why would you want a spellbook?
Oh, it's not for me, it's for the town. Actually, we keep a lot of the town records here. And, I
Very
think
well.
someday this could be of importance here.
Very well. Right before she pushes it, she looks over at Valiada's like, unless you want the book.
Can I do an insight to see if that's what
Sure
she actually
thing.
wants it? That's a 10.
When she actually pointed, she did point to like a stack of, I guess not a stack, it's a stack of like papers and stuff behind her, as well as some drawers. She's not. It's hard to tell if she's telling the truth or not.
Can I flip through the book quickly? Or you
Yeah.
hand it over? She'll flip through.
I hand it to Valiada.
And she'll look. She's just trying to find if there's a Cragmar Castle in there.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I don't think there would be directions to Cragmon there. It's mostly just notes of like how to make certain potions, certain spells. You want to give me one last investigation? See if you find any interesting pages.
13.
Can Jack do a quick glance through it as well?
Sure. Yeah.
there's
I guess you
anything of
guys can
interest.
spend. You guys can spend a couple minutes in this store reading through it one last time. She just like sits there like tapping her hand on the desk. Together you guys stumble across a page about zombies. Not the ashen zombies you saw before, just
Yeah.
basic zombies.
I mean, I don't get my magic from books, so it's not gonna help me. She'll just toss onto the counter.
Jack just kind of reads it a little bit and then just shrugs it off and goes, well, here you go, dear. Gives her the book. And in case you do want to see if there's anything more of his possessions left over at the Tresendal Manor, she also puts down the set of keys that she still has with her.
She looks happily surprised and stands up straight. Oh, thank you very much.
Finally get rid of the keys. Yay!
Pleasure doing business with you lot.
Pleasure to do business with you, Holia. Jack gives her a wink and goes to step out.
Okay.
Well, will cross the pickaxe with the axe that's on her back and walk out.
She gives you a knowing nod as you head out, Jack.
Yay.
Cool. So, Zorag.
You know what? I just realized that wink would mean nothing because she still has the eye patch on. Never mind.
It's the head movement of. And that's it.
Does she do it with her other eye?
I mean, at
Then
that
it would
point,
just
she's
look like
blinking.
blinking.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Alright, but she does give a smirk. So the smirk is seen, the wink is not seen because
Yeah,
Jack is having
That's
a derp
fine.
moment.
That's fine.
because cute blonde elf, half elf.
Not used to his wing.
So, Zorag,
With an eye patch anyway.
you were heading to the smithy?
Yes.
Cool. You have arrived as you hear some hammers clanking against metal and some light cussing.
No. I'm gonna walk in.
Man, I just blanked on how they
Russian.
do Russian. Yeah.
What is it that you desire?
Oh, yeah. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you again. You put the spear there to good use? Javelin?
Not really.
Is there a
I'm
problem?
saving it.
Oh,
No,
of
fine
course.
craftsmanship.
Yes. It's very common that people, they save special weapon for that one special someone that deserves a good stab in the back.
I like the way you think. I'm gonna walk up, and I've got my great axe in my hand. He's got like a counter that I can like place it on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay my great axe across it. Is there any way to improve this weapon? Not change it, just improve it in some regard.
Well, I do not, if you mean in the sense of enchanting, I do not do the enchants here. I do not know how to do this, but I could do something special. If you fight
I'm
lots
thinking
of
more of precious metals.
yes, if you fight lots of monsters and such, I could maybe give coat of silver. Here that does very well against things like werewolves and the like.
How much would that cost?
Let me get my ledger.
What I looked at this when you guys were fighting the werewolves in Big Ducky, and I'm pretty sure it was 100 gold per weapon.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
something like that. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it was either 100 or 150.
Is he telling me it's like 100 or 150?
I'm gonna double check that because he wouldn't lie to you. He likes
It's
you.
more than your 14 gold that you currently have on your person.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be more than that.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be more than what you have if you only have 14 gold to your name. Silver weapons. Here we go. 100 gold piece. That's for ammunition. Some monsters that have immunity to their weapons with silver. You can silver a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition. Okay, got it. For 100 gold pieces.
No, the javelin you made with the name.
Yes, it was Agnes. I assume that is girlfriend or wife.
No. I was wondering if you do the same for this this axe.
Oh, of course, that is simple job.
I would like Zordar etched into the
Zordar.
blade.
Do you know how to spell this, Zordar?
My intelligence is -1, so that's up to you, you know.
You say it how it's spelled.
If you don't know how to spell it, like, you can just say that.
I mean, I would feel like I would know how to spell it, like, 'cause
Okay,
it's
then yeah.
simple spelling,
Yeah.
but
You can know how to spell it then.
Z-O, R.
It sounds right.
He's a dwarf,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure. D-A-R.
He's jotting it down. Yes, okay. I can do this for you.
Just along the blade.
Along the blade. Okay. Well, that for you is a very easy job. I just let's see, 2 silver.
I'm going to give him that 2 silver.
All right, takes
And
it.
do you have any more javelins?
Javelins. As I said before, I do not carry much in the way of weaponry. Let me look in back, see if I have any leftover javelins. Usually weapons they go down to a lion shield.
Yeah, I'm new to town. I always forget.
It is all right. I will look back. Out back. Okay. This will take maybe half hour to complete. If you want to come back then, I can also have a look-see around for javelins.
Well, is it okay if I browse your shop? Or
Of course.
just watch around your smith station?
That is perfectly fine. It is it's good to have people look like they're shopping. You know, sometimes places hire people to do this, pretend to shop. I do not do this, but anyway, I will get this done.
I'm gonna say, I don't know how dwarves speak. I'm just gonna say thank you in dwarvish.
With a thick Russian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean like an actual dwarvish tongue.
Yeah. Sukible.
Otherwise, I'd just be like, "Hey, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you kindly, sir."
You say something in dwarvish like that. Thank you, and he turns around and he gets a big smile on his face and he nods to you, and
Duh.
he says, "You're welcome back in. You're welcome, friend, back in dwarvish." And he begins working on your axe. As you look around the shop, you said you were looking to shop.
Yeah, you'll see like random ores or something that he has like kind of out there to showcase like what kind of metals he works with.
Yeah, actually, he does have like not ore, but he has like bars of iron
Like
and steel and bronze and the such. Yeah.
Does he have anything that's kind of wild out there, like something besides the whole like bronze and all that maybe Zorag's never seen before?
Silver bars for if people want their weapons silvered.
Oh, okay.
Obsidian?
It is a small town, so I mean.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot. And as you look around his shop, this guy, as he did explain to you before, he mostly just like repairs stuff or makes like horseshoes and nails and stuff like that. But he like gets joy out of working on weapons because it's not something he does that often, but he enjoys it. So he will take requests to, to sharpen blades and stuff like that. He is probably you might even be able to find a few like short sword molds and stuff.
I want to ask him a question because I forgot about that little tidbit.
Okay.
So like he's over there working on it.
Yeah.
Like
he actually is probably working like outside. Like he has like a big area that's open.
Okay, I kind of want to go out there and kind of watch as he works. Not like I'm leaning over his shoulder, but kind of just sit, standing there, just kind of looking at him after I've perused the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And in Dwarvish, I want to say, like, have you ever made an iron staff before?
An iron staff? Like, let's see. Iron staff. I mean, I have made iron pole before for like, you hit it in the ground and tie animals to it. But for hitting people, no. But it sounds simple enough. I could probably make something like that.
How much would it cost to make something like that?
You're essentially looking for a staff.
Not really. Well, yeah, I guess like a staff.
Are you
That's what I'm
intended for walking? Intended for clubbing?
What's that? Like, my Discord went nuts.
Intended for like hitting people with, walking with.
I would
what?
say yes.
Yes to both.
Yes.
So what? So if it's walking, it's gonna be a little bit taller. But it's gonna be made out of
You know what? Let's just do a walking because, well, I don't know. Like, let's do walking. Walking.
I
Yeah,
could
it's gonna be
probably-
walking. I wouldn't say it's necessarily for like a weaponry kind of thing.
Just for walking, okay. If that's the case, I could probably do for 5 gold. Not too much, not too hard.
On the staff, could you write, choose your own way?
Choose your own way. Is there a special design or just straight pull?
At the top, could you, put like a small fire on top of it? Nothing too fancy, but maybe etch at the bottom, flames going up.
Yes. Okay. How tall would you like this?
About 3.5 feet.
This I can do. Okay. So he gets to work on that. And Jeb, where were you headed off to?
I was going to Mina's house.
Okay, cool. Yes, as you arrive at Myrna's house, this little quaint, tiny house with a yellow roof. Out in the yard is her son and Carp. The son's name I always forget. So Carp, her son, whose name I can't remember, are running around in the yard. Nars, thank you. Running around the yard, chasing each other with sticks, pretending they're swords.
I'm gonna walk straight past him. I'll give him a little wave.
Hey, it's
and I'll
Fire
knock on the
Guy.
door. It's me. You want to see something cool?
Boy, do I.
I'm gonna chuck 2 balls of fire up in the air. Okay. Run before it hits you, and I'll start running down the.
Crazy fire.
Wait, should we run?
Yes.
Ah! They scurry away. Fireball
And
lands.
then, like
on
they
the
just
ground.
land on the ground. Just it's nothing. It's a small produced flame.
That's so cool, Fire Guy.
I used to play that game when I was a child. I won a lot.
They, like, Carp takes a stick and he throws it straight up in the air, and they start
Oh god.
playing Run from the Stick.
Yep. Great. I will stroll up to the door quite happy with myself, and I'll bang on it.
After a few seconds, Myrna comes to the door, and she like looks and doesn't see anybody.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Hello.
And she like looks down all excited, and reaches down to shake your hand all excitedly.
We have returned from our little expedition.
That's great news. Where did you go?
To your place, your old place, your Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree. Yes.
That's where
Did
we
you
went.
find the necklace?
I'll unhook it from my neck.
Oh, you had it.
Hold it up. Yeah. I was keeping it safe, but I think it's
Haven't-
better off with you than it is with me.
No. This is payment for rescuing me and my family, and all this you did for us so we could come home again.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's all in a day's work for us adventuring types. You know how it is. I'll puff out my chest a little bit.
Your heart is very big for such a small creature.
Thank you for remarking on my height. I really appreciate that. Well, anyway, I've got some more things to fight. You know, there was a dragon in your house. Oh, wait, before I go, who was in the tower? Yeah, no, that's old news. Who was in the wizard's tower?
There was a
Who'd that
dragon in my
belong to? What's
house?
the story there. Oh, no, wait, it wasn't in your house. It was next to your house. Yeah.
The town master's hall?
No, not in this one, in Thundertree.
Oh.
Didn't you have a house in Thundertree? Isn't that where I found your shit?
Yes, my parents' shop. We lived in the top floor.
Sorry, I talk fast. I know it's really hard sometimes.
It's okay.
No, but the tower with the guy in it and all the skeletons and shit. What's with that?
Oh. Oh no. What do you mean, the skeletons?
Oh well, you know, I mean, he was there was a bunch of skeletons in there, and they looked like they were climbing up the tower to go and get to someone in the roof. And he was like sitting on him, and he was looking all tough and crap. And they're out. The skeletons are outside the tower too, looking to climb up it. But yeah, they're all burned and you know, dead. So what's the story?
I was just a young girl when it all happened, so my memories of it are vague. But the house you speak of, that was the town wizard. He was a nice man. That day that we all fled the town, these, what I know now to be zombies, burning zombies, swarmed into town and drove everyone out, and I suppose maybe he was protecting us, creating a distraction so we could escape. But I was so young, I don't know.
Who sent burning zombies after a guy? Why?
I can only speculate. I don't know if... You see, there's a volcano back there, and I believe that what I've heard is that they came from there. I don't know if they were sent specifically for the wizard, or if they just... The wizard created a distraction for us to all escape, and... I'm not sure.
I never knew there was a volcano around these parts. I would like to go. Well, thanks for the help. Enjoy your necklace and shit. We'll be around if you need anything else. Watch your kids. I think one of them's about to hit himself on the head with a stick.
Nope. Nos! Wait. Nos! No! And she runs off. Thank you! And she runs
I'll turn and
over to
leave.
them.
Yeah. I'll wave goodbye.
And she's just like, looks distracted, and she's like pointing at Nars and is like, no!
Yeah, and I'll leave. I guess I'll go find the rest of the group wherever they are.
Great. And that is where we will end today's session.
Nice.
Whew.
Yay!
Good one, guys. A lot of RP this session. I enjoyed that. Good work.
Love
Now
it.
Jeb is the only one who knows who Agnes is.
True.
It's true, and Jeb is deliberately not bringing it up in front of anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Joe was the only one to ask.
True. That is
Also true. Also true.
But now we have a new name. Who is Zordar?
Zordar.
Sharp nose.
Yeah, I think we know out of character.
My brother.
Well, there we go, because I was like, what?
Kidding. That's not right.
That's
So,
Shut your mouth.
Thank you all for watching today's episode of Swindler's Den presents The Lost Mine of Phandelver. We hope to see you all next Friday, Saturday on YouTube, Monday for Remorse at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and every other Wednesday for Theros, which will be this Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
It was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
The past Wednesday that we just said.
Definitely check out our Discord if you haven't joined our Discord yet. It's growing pretty quick. And our all of our other links, Twitch, Twitter, etc. And make sure you check out the nudes of Zorak online.
Oh my god.
So
Jesus.
Zorak's OnlyFans, fan only.
yeah, only
I didn't
fans
know
of
what to
Zorak.
do before I decided to betray.
So we will catch y'all in the next one. Till then, something about stories and stuff. Insert
We'll keep
tagline.
creating stories together.
No, that one's
Thank you.
Equus. Take a seat. Let us tell you a tale.
Yeah.
We should leave with that next time.
Yeah.